Hey guys. Hey, hello, good morning. Good to see you. Listen, um, I'm just jumping right into it this morning because there's a really crazy thunderstorm right now. And whenever those happen, a lot of time out here we lose power or possibly internet or whatever. So just in case something like that does happen, I want to give you guys at least some kind of a show. Um, so I mean, again, I don't think it's just literally right now while I was sitting here waiting, I heard this just insane thunder and it was echoing for like 5 seconds after. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go live right now. So that if I lose power or lose internet, because like I said, with these storms out here, it is common for that to happen. Um, I want to make sure that I give you guys at least something before that happens. Hopefully it won't. But all right, so let's just jump right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, Dad Farted was first today. Good morning. Here you go. All right, good to see you. All right, welcome, welcome. Melissa's in the house. What's up, Melissa? Griffey's here. What's up? Hello, everyone. How we all going? Oh, we're going well. Oh, good morning, all from Greg Jonick. All right, good morning, my lovelies. From Melissa, that's right. Scott Ammo says, good morning, Hezokuai and pals. I love it, love it, love it. Great to have you here. Melissa, Fraudit Wrangler in the house. Good morning. What's up, buddy? Highway Star, of course. Dad Farted again. Good morning, sir. Oh boy, Scott Ammo, Highway Star. Who else is here today? Let's see. Hip hip hooray. Oh no, Voodoo got on the Taze Mad Hatter Productions. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Ladies and gentlemen, Vestige of Pieces in the house. Good morning and big hugs. Love you too. Oh, hugs for everybody. That's what I'm talking about. Love morning hugs. Best way to start the day. Hip, 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 hooray. Everybody knows it's true. Um, News Now Voodoo's here. Griffey, Terry Barnes, what's up? Good morning, News Now Voodoo. You behave now. Zerzu Zakwin says, hello, everyone. Hashtag Tase David. That's right. I love it. Let's see. We got Terry Barnes, Highway Star, Archangel. What's up? Oh, wait, where'd you go? There you go. I smell coffee and fear. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, let's see. What do we got? Who else is here today? This is a beautiful Friday morning. It's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. All right, Friday. All right. I love it. Love Friday. Love you guys. Love the show. Oh, this is what I do. Smash that like button. Ian Smith is here. What's up? Good to see you. I Kiss, what's up? Good to see you. Good morning, Rashers Hez. It's a beautiful day here in Nashville. Oh, that's great. Sunny, peaceful, beautiful, bright. I love that. Not here in Florida. It's rainy season, and boy, oh boy, is it storming out there right now. Let's see. I Kiss, Wrangler, Melissa, Dad Farted, Griffey. I Kiss. Who else is here? Oh, Greg Jonick for $2. Start off the weekend right. Tay's News Now Voodoo. I have to wake him up. Hold on. That's the way to do it. Yeah. Start our Friday off with a bang. That's right. This show's going to be a banger today. I'm going to do the best I can with it. Let's see. What do we got? We got Salacious is here. My producer, the one and only Salacious. All right. It's a Bob from the Graham and Bob Show. Morning has all the rest. Clue Voodoo Bob says hi. And can he be released now? He's done their bit for the trial. Hey, that's up to the space police, man. We have no control over them. That's a completely different jurisdiction. Let's see. Edie Marie's in the house. What's up? Little Chihuahua, Highway Star, Greg Jonick. Kingston 2000. Good morning, all. Here's your happy dance, buddy. All right. Thank you very much. All right. Highway Star, Vestige of Peace. Grandpa's in the house. What's up, Grandpa's? Kim Crawford. Highway Star, Conspiracy. All right. All right. So, just a quick catch up, just for anyone who doesn't know what's going on. So most of you may be thinking, well, wait a minute. He usually does that 10-minute countdown. How come he's already live? It's because we got a really bad storm here right now. We were getting some power surges and stuff. So just in case the power went out, I wanted to at least have had some kind of a show before that happened. I mean, maybe it won't, but it's very common out here to lose either the internet or the power or both when there's a big storm, and it's a biggie. Anyway, it's the weather out here is nuts. What are you going to do? So I just went right into it. I didn't do the countdown because normally I'm already done saying my hellos, and normally by now the countdown would still be going. So there's probably plenty of people out there who are thinking, oh, I still got time. Well, you don't. Ha ha. We started without you. I love you guys. Anyway, thank you all once again for joining me on this beautiful Friday morning. Yes, it's Friday. Anastasia Beaverhausen's in the house. That's what I'm talking about. Good morning to Vestige of Peace. What's up? Little Chihuahua, Big Will, every morning. Good morning, everyone. I'm still trying to shake the cobwebs. That's right. I hope you're feeling better. Let's see. So, right off the bat, let me give a few more minutes for people to get in here. So what's been going on? I just watched the trailer for Kraven the Hunter, and it looks like he fights Rhino at the end. But it's weird because, like, part of me's thinking, well, it's Kraven, it's Rhino. You eventually are going to have to tie it in with Spider-Man, right? But it's Columbia, and Spider-Man is Sony, but Marvel is Disney. It's like just this big cluster, you know the word, of garbage. I don't know. All that's going to matter is whether or not the movie's good, and I don't know. We'll see if it is or not when it comes out. Like I said, right now there's a new Martin Scorsese picture coming out. When is that coming out? That's based on a true story that looks really interesting. With Leonardo DiCaprio. Oh, what's the movie called? Dagnabbit. Well, anyway, I got that to look forward to. And then other than that, Peter K's in the house. What's up? Cluster Friggle Fruit. That's right. Oh, that's great. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I got ah. Oh, so you guys ready for the weekend? I got awesome plans for this weekend. Because, ladies and gentlemen, my guest tomorrow is going to be Katie Zed. That's right. And what's amazing with KTZ is that her show is, I mean, she touches on like sovereign citizens and frauditors and all that, but she does crime in general. It's a fantastic show. If you haven't seen it, You definitely got to check it out. But since she's our guest tomorrow, I thought I'd go ahead and, just in case any of you guys aren't familiar with her work, and show you, start with a video from her. Um, she does these live streams every Sunday. This is just a clip from one. And I picked this one because this one has to do with our old friend, the constitutional law scholar Chile. Um, and he has a new motion that he just filed that the frog covers. So I thought, since I'm going to play that, and I want to play something by Katie Zed to introduce you guys to her, then we'll go ahead and we'll start there. So this is a clip of Katie Zed talking about Chile con man de Castro.
Hi, everybody. I'm Katie Zed, and this is my channel. I wanted to play for you a clip from my most recent live stream. I stream every Sunday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. If you like what you see in this upcoming clip, please feel free to watch the whole thing.
I'm sorry, but real quick, I have to point this out to all of you guys. Like, imagine, like, and I'm not trying to, like, it's just try to imagine from my point of view. Okay, this is not me, but I might be wrong. Drop a link. Hey, it's me. I love your avatar. Yeah, Salacious, do you have a link to Katie Zed? Anyway, just again, I'm just saying, because try to imagine from my point of view. Here's this lady who does this show. She's great. Her show is great, and I'm watching her show about crime and this and that, and then I noticed. Well, to be fair, she pointed it out to me, but still, to find out this right here, that's my book. That's a copy of my book on her bookshelf behind her right there. I was like, damn, that's awesome. Man, that's so cool to see your thing. And anyway, here you go.
I'm going to link it right down there in the description below. Hey, while you're down there, hit that like button, share it if you think it's worth sharing. And I hope to see you in the live chat in the next one. Like I said, Sundays, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on this channel. And we'll see you there. All right, the next story that we have for you is about a First Amendment auditor. He calls himself a constitutional law scholar. I'm not sure exactly what that entails, but I'm pretty sure it has to do with a lot of Googling. He has no degree in said constitutional law. He's not a lawyer or anything like that. So here we go. This is Chile de Castro. His YouTube channel name is called Delete Laws with a Z at the end because he is edgy, guys. Definitely edgy. Gotta have that Z. Delete Laws. All right. Yeah, he's got a degree from the Google University, self-proclaimed constitutional law scholar. So this gentleman, basically his MO, what he does is he walks up to cops that are just doing their job, or even some of them are like, I've seen him walk up to cops that are like in a coffee shop on their break, or in a convenience store refilling their coffee, and just harassing them for no reason at all, except to become YouTube famous. I guess is better than TikTok famous, but it's not much better. So he walks up to these two cops that are just existing. They're just existing, and starts talking to them about smoking weed, which I just want to point out in his title of this video. He also uses a Z at the end of weeds. Weeds. Because he's edgy, guys. He's super edgy. Oh, all right, here we go. This is Chile de Castro being a little bit of a, I mean, I think he just tries to be annoying to be annoying. And wait till you see that. I'm not sure, but listen to this guy. He reminds me of, in high school, the bullies that would just like bully people to bully them. This is what this guy reminds me of.
What's that? 50% of all people smoke marijuana. Whether you're black, white, green, short, tall, ugly, fat, skinny, 50% of people smoke marijuana. And Post says that there's a zero tolerance for smoking marijuana.
Well, it's less about telling the truth and more about passing the drug test.
Right.
Don't do any of this stuff right here. Don't hit the like. Don't subscribe. Actually, I might hit the dislike before we're done. I mean, those graphics, man. I'm just telling you, this guy got a graphics program, obviously a free one. He's using some sort of free graphics program, and he went to town. He went to town on it.
Floyd stalks the wild beast from the high grass. He has a wounded deer in his sights.
Wait a minute.
Oh, Copper, I gotta ask him.
I just thought of something. In case you guys weren't able to tell, although Katie is, she's not like part of our community, but she's obviously, when she sees these idiots, she understands that what they're doing is, she thinks of it the same way we do, right? And she's a follower of this channel and others, so she kind of knows. But as far as the whole First Amendment auditor, sovereign citizen thing, she's still somewhat new to it. Like you could tell at the beginning of this video, she's like, yeah, today we're going to watch a video by a guy named Delete Laws with the Z. Like, she's learning, which is great. But based on what just happened, I don't think she necessarily realized that was News Now Omaha that he's with in this video. Because he was filming them and saying, hey, there's Floyd, and she didn't comment on it. I'm like, maybe she didn't realize at the time that was Omaha. And that, Floyd and Chile were working together for that short period of time. Anyway, let's get back to it.
I want to ask that copper a question. Hey, can I ask you a question? Hey, I was reading the. How you doing? I'm Chile. I was reading the Nevada.
This poor officer is just doing his job. We don't know if he's on a call at the moment. He was sitting in his squad car, and he obviously has some sort of paperwork in his hand. So he's just existing, just doing his job, trying to make it through the day so he can go home to his wife and kids, at the end of the day, alive, with all his limbs attached. And this man, air quotes this man, just starts bothering him. It really irks me.
Peace officer standards and training manual. And we're auditors. We film cops. That's what we do. So I was reading the peace officer standard and training manual though, and it said that the Nevada Post does not allow any marijuana. That for you to get your certificate through the peace officer standard and training of Nevada, right, you can't have any marijuana in your system. They test you guys for marijuana. Is that still ongoing?
I'm not 100% sure that.
But they don't drug test you now for marijuana.
No.
Okay.
Why is he talking to some random beat cop, a uniformed officer, by the way? It's not even like somebody that's high up, detective level or anything like that. Why would you not, if you did genuinely have a question about drug testing in the police department, why would you think that this is the guy to talk to about it? I'll tell you why. Because he's a little bit slow, and he doesn't realize that there's a whole department for public affairs that you could reach out to that will answer all of your questions. Number 2 says in the chat, she thought it was a piece of cheese that I think it did look like a piece of cheese, but it was a cheese colored piece of paper that officer was holding.
Okay, because I was just so confused because like this is what I do all the time, you know. So I read a lot of stuff.
Heck yeah.
You know, so
I know I've never done drugs, so
no, but I know that 50% of all people smoke marijuana.
What's that?
50% of all people smoke marijuana, whether you're black, white, green, short, tall, ugly, fat.
All right, one in the chat if you think that statistic is correct, that 50% of all people smoke marijuana. 2 in the chat if you think that he just made that up off of the top of his head. I do have the answers because you know what I do here is I do research. I love research. This is what I do. So 1 in the chat if you think Chile de Castro is correct on the statistic. 50% of people smoke marijuana. 2 in the chat if you think he's full of shit.
Fat, skinny, 50% of people smoke marijuana. And Post says that there's a zero tolerance for smoking marijuana. Right. Then that would have to mean that there would have to be cops who are lying. 50% of people smoke marijuana.
That's not what I meant. That's not a P implies Q.
Okay, but let's say it's
Like you said, the military, right?
right. Let's say
nobody in the military does anything. Just an example.
Right.
If nobody in the military does anything, so 100% of those people don't do anything. As an example, how could you say that 50% of them automatically do?
Okay, let's say that police
You're going overall.
No, but let's say police are super people and they're able to not smoke marijuana in staggering numbers. It's still gonna
Not to mention the fact, just to make this clear, I think this is the point that the officer was trying to make. Officer Otto Manelli was trying to make is just because 50% of all humans in the United States or on Earth, I'm not sure, he doesn't specify where his, like what the sample size is or whatever of this number. But let's say he's correct that 50% of people smoke marijuana. It doesn't mean 50% of police officers smoke marijuana. And how I know this is because in my household, 100 of the people in my household do not smoke marijuana. So also, my friend group, if I think about all of the friends in my friend group, I would say maybe 10% of the people smoke marijuana, not 50, not 50.
going to be 20% of all people smoke marijuana. So it's still going to be 2 out of 10 or 1 out of 5 cops smokes marijuana. You can't get around the statistic. 50% of people smoke dope, whether you're in the rich neighborhood or you're in the hood. Right. So Post, how can they say we have a zero tolerance for marijuana? It wouldn't be humanly possible to have 100% of your organization not smoke.
It is humanly possible because they do random drug tests. Cops don't smoke marijuana. They just don't. They hire the ones that don't smoke marijuana. The ones that do smoke marijuana are not applying for officers or not applying for jobs as police officers.
And let me further say something about that. So what did Chile just say to the cop? How could you possibly say there's zero tolerance for marijuana smoking when 50% of people smoke marijuana? Well, zero tolerance doesn't mean that nobody does it. Zero tolerance means if they get caught, they'll get fired because we have a zero tolerance policy. But of course, Chile doesn't know what zero tolerance means because Chile doesn't know what anything means because he's a grifting idiot.
Smoke marijuana.
Have you spoken to them?
No, I would rather talk to you, man. I'd rather just talk to a regular guy.
No, but I'm just saying I would speak to the people of the questions that you actually have.
I'm asking you though. What do you think? Because you work with this guy, you know.
What do you mean? What do I think?
Well, how can you square it? There's no way it would work. What's up, man?
How you doing,
I'm
sir?
Chile.
Corey, nice to meet you. What it is?
We're auditors.
Yeah. I know.
You know who I am? Delete laws.
Yep.
I just sued you guys for $5 million. He's suing you guys tomorrow for $2 million.
Okay.
Because we are going to film you guys, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? And so, what's that? Right. If you have nothing to hide, then there's no right. But
I know that this guy likes to sue people and departments and stuff like that. I'm curious if anybody knows, if anybody's watching this after the fact or anybody in the comment or in the chat right now, does anybody know if Chile has ever actually won a single lawsuit? I'm not sure that he has. I'm not sure that he has, but every other video that I've seen from him, he's suing somebody for something. The reason I found his channel to start with is because a YouTuber named Gunner TV had covered a video about him, and he threatened to sue Gunner TV, like just some random YouTuber that doesn't even cover this sort of stuff. He's a YouTuber that covers like YouTube drama, and he covered something about this Chile de Castro guy and got threatened to get sued. It's so silly. So silly.
So I read the Peace Officer Standard Training Manual for Nevada. For the last 3 nights, I've just read this manual. And it says in there that there's zero tolerance with the Peace Officer Standards and Training for marijuana. Now, I've been an activist for 20 years. I know that 50% of people smoke marijuana. Whether you're Asian, black, tall, short, he doesn't, I do, right?
Did he just say tall or skort? I got to rewind it. Whether you're black, white, Asian, tall, or skort.
Tall, skort, he doesn't, I do, right? Oh, you're breaking the stereotype. What are you doing? But the point is you guys there'd be no way that you have 100% of your force does not smoke marijuana. Okay. But there's a zero tolerance through post. So when you look at each other, which one of you is lying to the other one? Do you see my logic?
Well, there was something that one of my high school science teachers always told me. We were doing like the Punnett squares for genetics and all that. Yeah. Chance doesn't remember. You got a 50% chance that one of us does.
Right, 50%. Do you smoke marijuana?
I don't.
Do you smoke marijuana?
I don't, but it's not 50% chance that one of us does. It's a 50% chance that he does and a 50% chance that I do.
And so that probability then changes down again.
No, it stays at 50%.
Right.
You're saying 50%.
So then that would mean that you have colleagues that smoke marijuana that would have to not tell the truth about it to renew their post certificate.
Well, it's like
This guy doesn't understand how numbers work. He does not get how numbers work. It's mind-boggling how dumb this is. How absolutely dumb this is. I'm having a hard time not saying the R word right now. I'm trying not to because I want to clip this and put it out as a separate video. But man, this is just dumb stuff. He's struggling with the numbers so much. Also, did you hear him say that he spent all night reading the handbook, like the police officer's handbook, whatever whatever the training manual is? He spent a whole night reading that. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I do ridiculous amounts of research on stuff, just ridiculous amounts of research on random stuff. But imagine spending an entire night reading the officer's handbook of just so you can have a gotcha moment. I gotcha moment for 2 random cops just doing their job. Ooh. Real quick, I want to say hello I see a couple of new people showed up just now. Jerry's here. Jerry, thanks for having me on your show the other day. I had a good time talking about what did we talk about?
Is he in here? I can't. It's no fun to make fun of him.
Some others, the Kia Boys, Jam and Jet. Nice to see you. There was somebody else that I saw that was Sammy's here too. Nice to see you, Sammy. Let's get on with it. Let's get on with this. I'm trying to take breaks in between, so Sue Happy Chile de Castro doesn't sue me for using his video.
Less about telling the truth and more about passing the drug test.
Right. I'm with you,
man.
They bring
us that cup, they say pee here and we pee there. And
he said you don't drug test, though. How often do you drug test?
It's random.
Oh, so you do get a random drug test.
You said, do you continue to get tested?
So they'll say, me, and then do they see, okay, here's the question. Beep this. Dick in the cup. Do they watch Dick in the Cup?
That you'd have to ask post.
Do they go Dick in the Cup?
Yeah,
I mean, it's a fair question.
Absolutely fair question.
You see what I'm saying? Because if you ever get in trouble and you go on probation or parole, if you get stage fright, bro.
Are you a nervous peer?
I am a nervous peer, man.
It sounds like he's self-reporting right now. Totally self-reporting.
I get it. I don't like audiences.
No,
either.
dude, I swear, like I would lie to you guys, but I'm not going to. I get up there to the thing, and if you're standing next to me, I'm just like, oh man. I'll stand there for
I
fun.
appreciate what you guys
Get
do.
out of here. Nice to meet you.
Have a blessed
Nice
night.
to meet you.
Be safe.
Pleasure. Yeah, listen, one at a time. Good.
You can feel me doing it. Stay out of there so no one smashes you with their car in the parking lot.
He's got to give a directive, bro. He's got to give a directive.
Yeah.
He's got to give you a directive.
Yeah.
Did that sound like a directive to you guys? His what he's saying right now is that this officer cannot have an interaction without telling somebody what to do. He asked him very nicely to just stay out of the road because he doesn't want to have to scrape his body off of the cement. He does not want this officer does not want to have to scrape what's his name? Chile's dead corpse off of the concrete later. He's looking out for his safety. He did not tell him he has to do that. He just asked him very nicely, please stay out of the road. Please. I don't want to see you get hurt.
Go with your goal.
No, I don't want you to get hit.
I appreciate it, man. I fist bump. I don't shake hands.
But my goal is to, because I'm going to teach each and every cop I meet. I'm going to film you. And you guys will be like, oh, that guy. And if I get arrested, I'm a constitutional law scholar. I will just continue. I'll sue, and anybody else gets arrested for filming. I'm now known across the country for this one thing.
And see, again, nobody ever tells him. I mean, yes, okay. There are places that they didn't have cameras in that particular building or whatever. But all of this with all of these guys, the majority of it is never a cop saying, you can't film me. It's always a cop saying, please stand over there to film, or please stand over there to film, because you're within the area of my crime scene, whatever it is, my traffic stop. But these idiots can't understand that, because like she said, they think they try to paint the picture that cops just like giving people orders just to give people orders. I just showed a video last week where a cop let someone get close to him. The cop was trying to be, whatever, and then the guy grabbed the cop's gun and tried to shoot him with it. And then these guys are like, well, how come these cops are afraid? What do they think we're going to do? They think you're going to do the stuff that people do to cops. When you're a cop, you deal with this stuff. You see it every day. So, yeah, they're going to act like that. Why do they think I'm going to act like that? Because they have to think everybody's going to act like that, because every time they don't, they end up getting shot or beat up or stabbed. You have to assume everyone's out to get you. There's a difference between being paranoid and when you do this for a living, the second you start thinking that, no, they're not all out to get me, that's when you get in trouble. And after years of experience of seeing it every day, day in and day out, you got to treat everyone cool and fair. But at the same time, the one time you let somebody break that bubble, they're breaking it to shoot you or to stab you or to attack you. So you don't let anyone break the bubble. Were they afraid of a camera? No, they're humans that live on Earth. They see it every freaking day. The first time they let someone break the bubble, they end up getting attacked over it. So now they know, never let anyone break that bubble. And here you are, oh, I just have a camera, I can get as close as I want. I can film. I'm not telling you don't film, I'm saying do it over there. Get out of my freaking bubble. And my bubble's wider because I'm a cop, which means I have a target on my back. They're not paranoid. They're not cowards. That uniform is a target. And if you don't believe me, you target them. Let me repeat that. If you think these guys are just punks and they're just cowards because they're afraid, like they're paranoid that everyone's targeting them, you are targeting them. Everyone is targeting them, including and especially you. Duh. Hope Phil for $1.99. I need a palate cleanse dance. Serve it dance. You got it, boy. All right. I'll give you double trouble. Why not? All right. Because it's Friday, I'll give you a triple dipple. All right. And because chili smells bad, I'll give you a quadruple poo-poo. All right. And then for 5, I was going to say, I couldn't think of one. So I thought 5 is penta. So then I thought, well, what rhymes with penta? And I said, I was going to say, I'll give you a penta placenta. But I don't know how that would work as a dance. And I don't want to find out. Back in the 90s. Wilson News Network, what's up? Good to see you. Let's see. When you have frauditors that hit an EMT lady from behind hard enough to knock her out, the police have to be cautious. Yes, exactly. Like, it's completely insane that these idiots with their... We need to talk about DirectD. Oh, he's on deck. He's on deck for sure. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. We'll wrap the chili stuff up, and then the next thing I have online after that is DirectD. So it's all good in the hood, the way it should be.
I am not. You guys are going to do what you do, and you're on this team. And on the Freedom team, I'm going to film you guys, no matter what. You see what I'm saying? Is that fair? Right. And you guys were nothing but respectful and cool, man. So I got nothing, no negativity, all good love and good energy, man. God bless you. Please be safe. Be safe. I wish you good vibes tonight. Good. And remember, the handcuffs always hurt. Always. So see if the guy will calm down before.
They're supposed to hurt. They're not fuzzy handcuffs for a reason, Chili. All right.
You got to put them in cuffs. That's all I'm saying.
At some point, you got to take them to jail.
Try not to. Try not to take them to jail.
That's the goal.
Try not to.
Not everybody wants to work with us, though. I'm
trying to, right? This is the nicest I've ever been to cops ever.
I appreciate it.
God bless. God bless.
What the heck? Where'd the sound go? Where'd the sound? Is that Katie's video or did I lose something?
That approximately 3 in 10 who use marijuana have marijuana use disorder. For those people who begin using marijuana before the age of 18, the risk of developing marijuana use disorder is even
I see
greater.
what she's talking
And
about.
the reason why I bring
18%.
this up, I
She was
believe,
checking the facts.
in
because
my
he said
opinion,
50%
allegedly, that
of
Chile
all
de
people
Castro is
smoke
one of
pot,
these people.
And
He
she
is
looked it up and found that 18%, which is nowhere near 50. My last $2 of the month from Melissa. All right. And here's your happy dance. All right. Thank you. And of course, that gets you entered into this month's lottery raffle, which the grand prize is going to include a signed copy of my book and a limited edition holofoil Schrodinger's cat card. I think it's going to be number 15 specifically is going to be the prize, as well as I'll throw a Hezokuai pen in there, and I got a bunch of little things that I'm going to start including in all the prize packages, like my business card, which, by the way, just so that you guys know what I'm talking about, for those of you who didn't see it, I got my business cards printed up And there they are. Hezokuai Jenkins, the Frauditor Destroyer. On this side on this side with the Voodoo Doll. It's the Rise and Shine with Hezokuai, live Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern Time. And then here's the Saturday Night Snafu with Frauditor News Network every Saturday at 5 Eastern. Rash with the channel. And then on the back, Frauditor Follies YouTube channel, youtube.com, Frauditor Follies. So that's my business card. So all the prizes, I'll just stick one of these in there with it. And for some of them, for probably half of them, you'll also get a Hezokuai pen. Yeah, just little things to kind of beef up the prize packages a little bit. There it is. Hashtag Rash. Just some little fun stuff. So thank you for the $2. Highway Star for $5. Hey, Voodoo, I heard you were listening to Tiny Tim and swing your head just for that. Take a tase. Oh, no. All right, let's see. Hold on. Oh, you know what? 20 pounds from Most News Network. What are the prizes this month? Hey, I was just going over it. Yeah, the main prize is going to be a signed copy of my book, as well as, and I'll show you the specific one. It's going to be number 15. Where is it? This is the big one. This is first prize. Is number 15, limited edition numbered holofoil Schrodinger's cat cards. I got 3 left, 15, 16, and 17. So the grand prize is going to have this one, a signed copy of my book. And then I'll put my business card and the pen in there too. And then all the other prizes are going to be a copy of my book and the pen and the business card thing. I'm also thinking about, and I've told you guys this a few times before. One of the things with the raffles is I'll order things specifically for the raffles, but if I don't physically have them in my hands yet, depending on the shipping and all that, I don't want to announce them and say them out loud, because if something goes wrong with the delivery and I don't get the package on time to give them out as prizes, I don't want to be a guy who lied, right? So that is a thing, but I'll show you something else. Sorry. I also have a couple of Rash t-shirts like that one. And I was thinking of maybe including one of those, but the problem is I have like a large and a small, and that's it. So like, I don't know. Oh, Conspiracy gifted a membership as well. All right. So anyway, I was thinking of throwing some Hezokuai t-shirts in there too, but again, without knowing the size, it would just be a random shirt, and I don't know if it would fit you. I have no idea. I wanted to do a thing where maybe I would make whoever wins, let me know your shirt size, and then I'll order you a custom, shirt your size. But maybe I'll do that with this. I don't know. But in the meantime, I owe about 3 happy dances and a tasing. So let's start with the 3 happy dances. All right. All right. All right. And the tasing.
What? No, wait, how did I get into this, man? What are you doing? Hey, okay, all right. Oh, wait, Welsh didn't ask for it. Oh, it was Highway Star again. Oh, well, wait a minute. Look, it looks like you got another one. Wait, stop. Hey, Melissa, what does Hez always say? Thank you, I guess? Oh, happy dance. All right, go ahead, Hez, do that real quick, because I don't want to be tased anyway.
Why are you people clapping for him, those turd bombers? Hey, Pope Phil the First for $1.99, putting an entry in for Melissa. Here's your happy dance. All right, and for Conspiracy's gifted membership. All right, thank you. Oh, post a link to what I was just showing. Yeah, I should be able to do that. Yeah, I mean, we posted a link to Katie Zed's channel, but to the specific stream that's from, yeah. Griffey just joined. He's a new member. All right, Griffey, thank you. Here's your happy dance, buddy. All right, thank you very much. Oh my goodness gracious me, 50 pounds from Welsh News Network. For those who can't afford to enter the raffle, salacious. Welsh News Network just gave out free raffle entries to people. All right. I love it. We're going to give you a super duper pooper scooper happy dance. Here you go. All right. Okay. That's right. It's Friday. All right. But I still owe you guys a tasing for Highway Star. But first, I need a sip of my drink. All right.
Okay. All right, Highway Star. You are always here giving me a hard time. You think you know so much. You don't know nothing. You don't know anything. But that's okay. That's fine. You know why? Because you got it that way. I know your favorite band is the Backstreet Boys. I finally cracked the code. Yes, sirree. The Backstreet Boys, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. You like boy bands. And I know you really love that K-pop stuff. Oh, yeah. How many Jonas Brothers records you got, pal?
You know what's interesting? I actually, back in the day, oh my goodness gracious me, I actually took my kids to a Jonas Brothers concert. And, I'm on mute again. Always muted. Dag nabbit sauce. I gotta leave y'all. I'm heading out of town. Pray for me. All right. Prayers and hope for Jade to have a safe trip. All right. Gamer88 says Tones has a new video. We gotta watch that. All right. We can do that. All right. First, let's finish up this whole Chile debacle with his new motion. This is from the Frog, so this is nice and short. Well, okay, maybe not that short. Holy crap, ladies and gentlemen! $49.99 from Pope Phil the First. The power of the Jelly God commands me to give church bingo funds to those who can't afford entries. All praise and benevolence to the Jelly God. Oh my goodness gracious me, ladies and gentlemen! Pope Phil giving entries away. Yes, awesome. I love the generosity of you guys. You know what? I got two big ones in a row. So here's what I'm going to do for you guys. This is going to be a combination of all the free entries because you guys are so awesome. I'm going to do what I call the epic happy dance. Buckle your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen. We ain't fooling around. Here we go. Oh, I love you guys so much. That's awesome. Oh no, gifted memberships even more. Holy cowabunga sauce. Oh man, let's see. Oh, Grandpa's with a membership milestone for 4 months. Let's see. Fulfill Welsh News with the 10 gifted memberships. Wow. Kim Crawford with a membership. Oh wow. Griffey with the 5. Oh my goodness. Griffey. Oh wow. Conspiracy. Wow, you guys are going crazy today. I love it. I love it. I love it. Holy crap. You guys really did deserve that super extra long happy dance. I appreciate it so much. The support from you guys is amazing. Lexi Ann, so much happiness and generosity in here this morning. Yes, the Hezokuai crew, the Rash crew, the best damn fans in the world. I love you guys so much. Seriously. You guys are so generous and so friendly and so sweet and so nice. I love my fans. Legit. Wow. So anyway, you know what? Let's I'm gonna skip around a little bit now because since we're having fun, let's take a look at this real quick. Oh, you guys, if you guys didn't see this yet, you're gonna love this. This is great stuff. This is from Dick Bag, who's gonna be a guest on the Saturday show in a couple weeks.
Oh my
I'll let it play a couple times just in case anyone missed it.
Oh my
That's great stuff. That's great stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like we got a membership milestone from Edie Marie as well. All right. All right. Thank you so much. What a beautiful and amazing Friday we're having today, man. TGIF, guys. That's awesome. You guys are all in a good mood. So am I. We're having some fun. So while we're having a good time, let's go back and see some more of what Dick Bag's up to with his shorts here. His shorts are great. His long forms are great. All his videos are great. Dagnabbit.
Hi, kids. Today we have a special guest on the show. That's right, it's Mr. Flippy.
Hi, kids. I'm really excited to be here today. I'm a constant shoes to the law scholar.
And today we're going to talk about these tyrants in this building who are not following HR 7711.
But that's not even a law, Chile.
What's your problem? It is a law if I say it is a law.
It was introduced as a bill in 2020 but failed to pass into law.
How would you know? You're just a stupid flip-flop. I'm a constitutional law scholar.
Constitutional law scholar, my ass.
How many times do I have to tell you? I am a law scholar.
It's bad enough that I gotta spend all day on your foot. I'm tired of listening to your bullshit, too.
That is slander, and I will sue you.
Kids, don't listen to this guy. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I think we've heard just about enough from Mr. Flippy for today. Dunce cap.
Oh, no, not on foot again. God damn it.
Hi.
Oh, man, you got to love Dick Bag Control. That guy's hilarious. Parson 1122 for the pimp to get some shrimp at Uncle Artie's. That's right. Parson 1122 is our fan of News Al Voodoo. He loves him. He thinks he should be freed. That's why Voodoo answered him right after. And here's a happy dance for Parson 1122. You know what? You know what? Wait a minute. Since you like him, here, I'll let him do it.
Okay. I guess, yeah. Sure, Parson. All right, go ahead, do the thing, man. Let's see. Is that good? No? Hey, try it again. I can do this, man. I can do this. Here. How's that? Ah, crap. Hey, let's see. How about, let's see, what can I do? Hey! Ow! Sneak attack! You tricked me!
Pay your child support, you deadbeat. Maybe some more people would support you. Oh my goodness gracious, man. Anyway, let's get back into how about let's see. The dirt. Wait, you know what? Oh, wait. Yeah. We had a request for the new Tones video. So let me pull that up and we'll watch that. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I like this. All right. Tones overthinks it. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. But that's why we love him. Yes, we do. Yes, we does. What? All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Some good old-fashioned Tones overthinks it. That's what I'm talking about.
Welcome to Tones Overthinks It, the show where I think too much to make up for the people who don't think at all. And welcome to another edition of TLDR. I believe in my observation that First Amendment auditors are pro-slavery. Okay, I'll give a little context to this. So lately I've been observing a bit of a pattern. First Amendment auditors, in their treatment of public employees and police officers, they love to throw the term public servant around, especially emphasizing on the servant bit. And we also hear a lot of frauditors use the common phrases of, oh, I have rights, you have duties or privileges, or Glenn Serio infamously calling a African-American police officer his slave, as if that alone doesn't hit the subject of this video right on the nose. And sometimes we see when a public employee or police officer, or even a civilian here and there, exercise the exact same rights that First Amendment auditors claim to be defending, and frauditors go up in arms like total hypocrites, rights of me, but not for thee. So why do I think there's a connection between this and a pro-slavery mentality? Well, in the darkest chapters of human history, we've always had individuals or groups of people who, in order to build themselves up with minimal effort, they find it easier just to diminish other people, marginalize them, think of them as something less, effectively dehumanize them. Because nothing makes it easier to belittle, abuse, or even harm someone if in your mind you don't see them as human. And so First Amendment auditors, when they see a public employee of any kind, whether it's a police officer or a city council member or a secretary at some public office, they see them as someone who, by virtue of working the job they're working, suddenly they're not afforded all the rights, protections, and respect that is due to a living, breathing person. They don't have to consider how they feel. They don't have to be concerned of their safety or welfare. They will extend no courtesy towards them. They will not respect any authority they have. And in some cases, they'll place more value on the instructions of inanimate objects with writing on them, such as signs or crime scene tape, over the living, breathing person giving them the instructions. Now, you could simply dismiss this as arrogant, entitled, narcissistic bullying, but I genuinely feel it's something more. And I actually find it ironic whenever these people try to use the word tyrant to describe any public employee or police officer who won't let them have their way and the measures that they go to in attempt to retaliate against them. Because these are people who are set out to feel large and in charge. They want to feel in control. They want to feel superior. So what do you get when you have someone who feels that they are naturally the superior, and when people that they always consider to be inferior don't give them their way, they proceed to abuse and actively seek out means of punishment against these people for daring to challenge the reality that they have in their own minds. I don't know about you, but I think that sounds more like a tyrant. Now combine that with the fact that there are people whose job it is to interact with us and provide service to us that are essential, who cannot easily refuse like any normal person can pick and choose who they interact with, and are pretty much confined to their location that happens to share with spaces that these people can freely go to. Now, the First Amendment auditor can look upon these people and say, you are less than me, you are beneath me, you are subservient to me, you have no choice, you must obey. They are effectively attempting to assert dominance or ownership of these people. And why I think this is dangerous is because these people are filming this. They are posting it on the internet to the amusement of impressionable, ignorant audiences who are going to see this and think this is the norm, that people who work these jobs are subservient, that they are lesser people, that they are in fact not humans who live, breathe, feel, have families, have lives, that they are but just disposable things whose natural state is to do nothing but serve and obey us. And so when they go out into the world, they don't have to treat them with any respect. They can tell them what to do. They become emboldened by this artificial sense of inflated superiority. And sooner or later, people are going to start using that to justify actions that against another human being would be unconscionable.
And gentlemen, we got 20 Canadian. Good morning. It looks like you're having a blast, which already made my day, from Mrs. Troll. All right. Thank you so much. And here's your happy dance. All right. Yes, we always have fun on Friday. Well, we have fun every day here. The Hezokuai show is all about having fun, having good times, and making fun of idiots in the process. And I love what Tones is saying here, because basically everything he's saying is what I say every day, except I scream it and he's calmly talking about it. But it's the same thing. He's making the same points, that the frauditors are more like the tyrants than the people that they accuse of being tyrants are. Yes, I love this. I love it. I love it. I love it. Round of applause for Frauditor Troll. Round of applause for Tones Overthinks It. And most importantly, round of applause for you guys, the fans. Yes. Love you guys. Best fans in the world. Best fans in the world. Becca from the Welsh News Network says, we are the best fans in the world. Good morning, all. What's up? Oh, yeah. Let's get back into it, man. This is Tones breaking it down. This is the lowdown, yo. As News Now Voodoo would say, that's the lowdown, yo.
But because you're doing it to a public servant, suddenly it's not. And despite the fact that we as a species have spent centuries trying to evolve beyond this idea, we're still seeing it today. Not just with First Amendment auditors and public servants, but there's been a growing us versus them mentality. And the only way to further strengthen it is to have people think, oh, us, we're the superior, and them, they're marginalized. We're the righteous good guys who stand for what's right, and they're the evil people who want to destroy everything. So it's okay for us to reduce their rights, their privileges. It's okay for us to think that, oh, we don't have to worry about how they feel. We don't have to worry about how this is going to affect them in their lives because they're beneath us. Who cares? And I fear for the future because every time people start getting into that mindset, it's usually followed by another dark chapter in our history that future generations have to look back on with shame and regret. So there you have it. First Amendment auditors don't stand for freedom. They don't stand for liberty. They don't stand for rights because they want to live in a world where they get to decide who is worthy of those things. But then again, maybe I'm just overthinking it. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you like what you see here and you want to see even more in the future, please consider subscribing to my channel. Also, feel free to share your thoughts down in the comment section. I always love to read them. Till next time.
Yes. Tones Overthinks It is the man. Always on fire. Always with great stuff. Love Tones, man. Big support of the channel. He's been a guest on one of our past episodes. And let's see, he always has a post-credit scene. Let's see what he does. Oh, it's just the normal. Oh, look, he's got Fessington reading my book. Yay. I love it. This is the best. You guys are awesome sauce. That's great. Another round of applause, Dagnabbit. Good stuff. So let's see, what else do we got here for today? I wanted to show Chile's motion to well, let's see. Because I wanted to show the troll video about DirectD. And since Troll's here, maybe we'll do that now. And then we'll go back to the frog video that shows Chile's motion. Yeah. Anything making fun of DirectD is worth my time. That's for dang sure. Because I made the mistake of having him as a guest on this show when I first started doing my live streams and kind of giving him the benefit of the doubt. Boy, was that a bad idea. Did he prove me wrong? Wait a minute. Did we get gifted membership from Danny? All right. Here's a happy dance. All right. Yes. Now let's watch Troll rip DirectD a new butthole.
Welcome back, everybody. In today's video, I have something quite interesting that happened in the case of DirectD. Now, this update is coming to us from the Frog. If you're not familiar with his channel, what he does is he posts updates on Frauditors court cases, and it's very informative. A great source
my next
of
video was
Frauditor
going to be a
news,
Frog video
go check
anyway.
him out. The link is in the description. And basically, what the Frog found out is that DirectD might have shit the bed this time. Because what he was doing is he was flexing that he recorded the proceedings and he pretty much taunted the judge to do something about it. And it looks like the judge is about to do just that. Now, I'm going to play the video of the Frog, and then after I'm going to give my thoughts on the situation, because I think that, yes, he could have a new hearing for a contempt of court, or possibly the situation is even more serious than that.
I didn't do an update video on DirectD yesterday because, to be frank, there was nothing really to update. The summary was he'd appealed 4 cases. The appeals had been denied because of his failure to file certain paperwork, and the cases had then been returned to the lower court to formalise the sentencing that had previously been imposed. And just a reminder, that was 2 cases, whereas to serve 5 days concurrently for those 2 cases, and then 2 other cases, one with 180 days suspended and another one with 90 days suspended. There was also probation. The terms of the probation are not online, so I can't confirm them. DirectD, in his wisdom, had previously posted audio recordings of the sentencings, and there are some probation terms included in those recordings, but I'm not sure if they're the same or different now. But now on to the breaking news. DirectD has recently asked a question on a community post asking the judge what he's going to do about something. Well, he maybe is about to find out what the judge is going to do. A new entry on one of the cases is showing that there is a next court date. And this is for a hearing on Thursday, the 6th of July at 7:30 a.m. Of course, as well as discovering these things, we at PK like to delve a bit deeper. As we scroll down the case, and this is the case where he was sentenced to 180 days suspended with probation, we see at the bottom that there is a note of what the court hearing is about on the 6th of July. It's an order to show cause hearing. Now, we can only surmise as to what this is about, but it's possibly to show cause for contempt of court, maybe? I think what we can say at this point is that Christopher Ruff is about to find out what the judge is going to do about that. Now, of course, it's possible that Krista himself doesn't even know that he has a hearing yet on the 6th of July, and maybe he'll get to find out about it on the Frog, and maybe he'll advise all the other auditors and their supporters that perhaps to find out information about their favourite auditors, they ought to subscribe to the Frog. Thanks for watching.
So obviously, I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know that for a fact. It's very likely that he is going to be held in contempt, but there's also another reason why he might have a new hearing. If you look at the wording that he's using in his community post, technically this could be classified as cyber stalking or harassment. He's saying, call Raymond's bitch ass and tell him I recorded him. Then tell him how you feel about the court and the cross-dressing his boyfriend warned us about. So he's encouraging his viewers to call him aggressively and to say all kinds of nonsense. So yeah, that is beyond call flooding, because it's not just, a police department or a post office. This is personally the judge, one person.
Ooh. Oh, that's bad. Does this seriously, like, first of all, thank you, Danny, for the 5 gifted memberships. And here's your happy dance. All right. But here's the thing. I'm honestly starting to think that DirectD actually wants to do hard time. And I know, for normal humans like us, that sounds insane. But that is a thing. There are people who, after doing time in prison, it sort of becomes like a thing, like that. They don't know how to function outside of prison. They can't. When I had DirectD on this channel and I interviewed him, he was talking about, well, I got to slow down with this cop baiting stuff because I got my baby, and I got to be dad, and I got to worry about my family, and I got to take care of this and take care of that. But ever since then, it seems like all he does is he keeps trying harder and harder and harder and harder to get arrested. Like I say, I mention this ever since it happened. I've been mentioning it all the time. How it got to a point just a few months ago where him and James Freeman were in a police station. Cops are walking in and out, walking past them, and as they're, hey, piggy, 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 piggy. Hey, piggy, piggy, piggy. Hey, stupid piggy, dumb piggy. And the cops are literally ignoring them. So do they say, pass? You literally ignored us even though we screamed insults at you. No. DirectD goes out with a megaphone, climbs up on a squad car and starts jumping on the hood of the squad car, screaming, arrest me, into the megaphone. The dude wants to go to jail. Look at this. Like, he's begging for it. And I'll be more than happy to oblige if I was in charge. All right, pal, here you go. Go back where you belong. Stay off the streets where you're not. Ah!
So yeah, he is really playing with fire. And when you look in his pinned comment, it gets even worse. He says, F that fake judge, let's shut down their phone today. So he is saying that he wants to shut down a government operation. That is not very bright. I mean, Mark Manchon was arrested for something similar, but at least he was kind of protecting himself by saying, do not call, trying to be slick. But DirectD just gave up being slick. He's just saying, shut down their phone, shut down the operation, call him and insult him with all this nonsense. So yeah, he is playing with fire. This is a judge that he's doing all this shit to. And if you play with fire, eventually you're going to get burned. Now, this is really on brand with DirectD. Recently, he's been descending into madness and anarchy. Here's a clip that I was showing during the live stream yesterday, but we got interrupted because he went live to go smoke cigarettes in a parking lot. And so he was calling one of his representative, Kirsten Sinema.
Wait a minute, real quick. I want to mention that if you guys missed it, I was there and it was amazing. We're watching Troll and all of a sudden DirectD goes live. We're like, oh, what's he doing? What's he doing? What's he doing? And Troll isn't exaggerating. It was literally a live stream of him and his buddies smoking cigarettes in a parking lot. Like, they weren't even talking to the camera, or they were just him and a bunch of idiots smoking cigarettes. And that was literally his live stream. Troll is not exaggerating. That was it. It was so insanely stupid. Man. And why do people support this stuff? Holy crap. Time for the cupcake dance, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here we go, Cupcake. This is for you, hon. Ah, crap. Ole! All right, another one just because it's Friday. Ole! All right. I love it. I love it. I love it. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Hey, Ironton Auditors in the house. What's up, Ironton? Good to see you. We're just watching Frauditor Troll's latest on DirectD. And last time I checked, Frauditor Troll actually is here in the chat. So, all right. Round of applause for Frauditor Troll, ladies and gentlemen.
And he's complaining that basically he was found guilty. I don't understand what he expects. He literally was found guilty and his appeals were thrown out. Maybe next time hire a lawyer and your appeals will stick, or they won't. It depends. But when you're filing yourself and you're not a lawyer, you have zero chance of it working. Anyways, here's the clip.
And then they give you numbers that you've already called. So here's from her office. This is what they have to say.
Hello? Yeah. Hi. Okay, so because we are really the legislative branch of government, we can't really handle anything with regards to legal issues and investigations, unfortunately. So at this time, and neither can the congressional route as well. So if you've already tried the state attorney general, that would be your best bet. And we can try to find some convict advocacy network or something like that for support.
A what?
But at this time, we're not able to.
What did you say? A what advocacy?
It would be an advocacy to help with legal issues. A group that can possibly help you. But other than that, we can't really get involved in any legal issues.
You can't get involved in what's going on in the state.
No, because it's a legal issue. So we can only handle things at the federal level.
Yeah, these are constitutional issues. You need to take my full complaint and listen to the full story before you just assume that it's legal issues, because being denied the right to counsel in a court is a federal issue. That is a federal crime.
We cannot assist with that. I'm sorry.
So you won't assist with that. You realize that your office is going to get a shitload of phone calls because you don't want to help. A congressman for Arizona doesn't have any resources. That does not look good when a constitutional activist in the state reaches out for help and he can't find it anywhere else. I mean, your office is going to get so many phone calls today, it's not even funny. So
because we are executive, we're the legislative branch, so we can't handle that. You have to go to somebody in the executive branch, and the attorney general is your best bet in order to handle any.
Should I send you the letter where the attorney general says that there's nothing we can do? You need to reach out to the DOJ. So I'm getting the football treatment right now. You're just passing me to somebody else.
It's frustrating.
It's not frustrating. It's fucking annoying. This shit's illegal that's happening here, and nobody cares.
The DOJ then is probably your best bet at this point. If you've already been through the attorney general, if you've already taken.
I've already been through the DOJ. They won't call me. They won't talk to me. So basically, fuck me, I'm not an American, right? Is that what I'm hearing?
Let me see if I can get you a better number to call in order to get
crazy. Nobody wants to help. This is fucking insane.
On that note, I do have to agree with DirectD. This is completely insane that he thought he was going to be able to file appeals successfully and didn't want to hire a lawyer. It's absolutely ridiculous. The state gave him multiple opportunities to have a public defender, and he squandered it. That is his fault. Anyways, here's a little psychotic rant he did after hanging up with the lady.
That's just to give you a little bit of a perspective. You know, they tell you reach out to the Attorney General because they don't have jurisdiction. And then you reach out to the Attorney General, and the Attorney General says, oh, well, I don't have jurisdiction. You need to reach out to the DOJ. You reach out to the DOJ. The DOJ spreads so thin and so many corruption bullshit right now, I'd be lucky if they even fucking read my email or seen that I called them. They are just using the football game to pass the buck and ignore everything, you guys. This is what's happening right now. Literally, I have called everybody. The only fucking federal agencies that I haven't called is like ATF, the FBI, the CIA, the NS. I haven't called none of those fucking weirdos. But I have called the elected officials that you guys can have an impact on. So that's why I'm putting this out here. This is Kirsten Sinema's office. If you've ever voted for her, or you thought about voting for her, you probably don't want to do it. She ain't interested, and her office ain't interested in fucking helping me or you. Even knowing they're going to be on the internet. It's insane. It's fucking insane. I kind of was not happy about all this when I was talking to him. You need to take my... Are we surprised? And put me on hold.
Let me see if I can get you another number to get.
So if you guys want to call Miss Cinema's office... I just dropped the number in the chat. Oh, you did? All right. But basically... you know, your state congressional representatives that were voted into office.
I want to say something about this real quick before we play more. So listen, all right, look. What he's doing right now is selling the same narrative that so many of these douche canoes sell to their audience. It's such garbage. It's absolute crap. So what is he actually saying here? Like, okay. Without getting into the entire thing, because this thing's been going on for a while. It's this big, huge argument that's been going on, and him going to these court dates and trying to, you know, get a lawyer assigned to him because he's indigent. And then the court saying, well, you're not indigent. You make enough money. And so you have to hire a lawyer. And I refuse to hire a lawyer. But then when they do give him lawyers, he pulls this crap on them. What crap? What are you talking about? Here's the thing. He's doing what they all do. Okay. Get a lawyer. Say, okay, Mr. Servant, who does what I say when I say it, because I'm the tyrant and you guys are crap on the bottom of my shoe. Here's a piece of paper that I wrote. Please, Judge, you are mean. Let me go home because Judge, you mean. Give it to the judge and send me home. And the lawyer says, you're fucking nuts. I'm not going to give this to anybody. This is stupid. You're fired for not doing what I told you to do. He's not doing his job, ladies and gentlemen. So he keeps doing that over and over and over until the judge is like, we're going to stop giving you lawyers. Because no matter what, you're just going to torture them and fire them anyway. Hire your own. You got plenty of money. So now he calls this guy. They don't want to help him. Well, I don't know what you're talking about, buddy. Ask this guy. Maybe they'll help you. Ask them. I don't know what you're talking about either. Because he's talking nonsense. None of these people want to help me. Yeah, because what you're asking them to do is stupid. Like, it's nonsense. Hey, I need your help. What do you need? They violated my rights. How? Because I think they're mean. What? Well, I'm a big superhero guy that's going around harassing cops all day. That makes me a wonderful hero that you need to stick up for me. What the hell are you talking about, you idiot? And then I'm going to go out here and flood your offices because you don't do what I say when I said it, even if what I say doesn't make any damn sense. What he's doing here, literally, calling the wrong office. He might as well, literally, like, what his complaint here is no different than going into McDonald's and saying, hey, I want lobster bisque. And they say, we don't serve lobster here. What are you, nuts? He goes, how dare you not serve me lobster? You're supposed to be a food place. All right, fine. I'll go across the street to Burger King. Burger King, they don't have lobster either. What the hell's wrong with you people? Fine, I'll go to Wendy's. They're bouncing me around everywhere. Nobody will give me the lobster.
Supposedly, or however all that shit works. There's this.
I know you don't know how it works. I know you don't know how it works.
That
That's the truest thing you've ever said.
This other thing that is really happening, and that's how you need to think about it. Because none of these motherfuckers care about any of you. Not me, not you. I got hundreds of thousands of followers.
No,
you would think that they would want to help help their own selves down the line so they don't get bad exposure. But they don't give a fuck. So if they don't care with me, and you don't have any other avenues, think about how much more fucked you are than I am right now. Crazy. The number is 602-598-7327. 602-598-7327. And if you feel aggrieved by what you heard, you are 100% able to call and redress your grievances with your government that you elected. This shit's hilarious. It really is fucking hilarious.
Redress your grievances? I hate when they say that. I hate when they say that. I hate when they say that because you know what they mean. I've heard these phone calls. Their definition, all of them, Direct D, Wolverine Transparency, Broken System, Broken Trust, their definition of redress your grievances is, hey, judge, I'm going to come to your house, rape your wife, murder your kids, and set your house on fire, you Jewish piece of shit. That's not redressing your grievances. But that's the kind of phone calls these people get because of these douche canoes. $2 for Blackheart Night. News Now Voodoo, I dare you not to get tased. Tase him. Wrong button. All right. See, for those of you who haven't been following along, Blackheart Knight has an automatic taser inserted in News Now Voodoo's spleen that he has control over, so he's going to hit the button from his house, and it's going to tase News Now Voodoo.
Damn it, Blackheart Knight. You're always trying to do this to me, but I know it's not going to happen this time. Your button doesn't work anymore, I bet you. I bet. Go ahead, try it. Try it. Huh? 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 Ah! Hey, no!
Them voodoo dolls, man, there's something else. They got personality problems. He's got multiple douchality personality disorder. Do-bandanciality, all right. Because it's Friday, and I love you guys, all right. Anyway, so we all know that Direct D is a direct douche canoe. And, there's nothing useful about him in life at all. And him being locked up isn't going to make any damn bit of difference anywhere anyway. Another thing I was thinking about the other day, last night, that I wanted to talk about a little bit today. So I figured now would be a good opportunity as any to just take a minute to talk for a second about an issue. So, all right. I was thinking about this idea of the circular reasoning that they use, right? And the way that they talk in circles. And I was really thinking about this idea where they always harp on this idea of privacy. Like, you have to create your own privacy. And it's so frustrating and so annoying, because the more I think about it, the more I realize it's the circular logic applies to literally everything they say. And the fact that there are people who actually believe in their nonsense is it's insane. That's why we call them idiots, because you got to be stupid to believe this stuff. So, okay, so here's the logic. All right. You have to create your own privacy. And I was thinking about this because yesterday I was showing that town hall meeting from Georgia Transparency, where the guy comes up in Georgia and says, you know, it's gotten to the point now where all the people in all the offices are just hiding in their offices and afraid to come out. And then the pro-frauditors are like, well, what are they, afraid of a camera? Why are all these cowards afraid of a camera? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You said, if you don't want those papers that are on your desk to be filmed because there's your client's personal private information on there, you have to find a way to hide those papers so that I can't film them. Because if I could see them, I could film them. You said to hide it. Why are they hiding in their offices? What, are they afraid of a camera? You said I have to create my own privacy. If I'm sitting behind my desk working on something and I have a wall that's 8 feet tall, you're just going to raise your gimbal and film over the wall. So I can't have that. I have to have a ceiling. I have to be in a sealed room behind a locked door. Oh, look at these cowards running away from us. You said that we need to create our own privacy. You said that if we don't want that paperwork and our client's personal information to go out over the internet, that we have to hide it. You said that. You push everybody into closed doors. You push everybody into walls. You push everybody into closed windows, and then complain that they're hiding from you, calling them cowards for hiding from you behind closed windows and closed doors. They're not cowards. They're not afraid. They're doing what you said you wanted. They're creating privacy. They're protecting their clients, the people that they're there to serve, the public. The public that they are there to serve. You always want to call them public servants. Well, the public who they are hired to serve, those people, their personal private information, they're keeping that information away from you, posting it on the internet. But again, it's a circular reasoning. Tell them you don't want me to film, you got to go over there. You don't want me to post people's personal private information all over the internet, you need to go over there. So they go over there like you told them to. Oh, look at those cowards hiding over there. Oh, what are they hiding? Why won't they come out? What happens without privacy? We're working on that very subject. A new short film coming soon. All right. They need a physical barrier because they don't respect personal privacy. The frauditors don't get the fear of identity theft because they have nothing of value to lose. Yes. That's exactly right. Paul Kemp, what's up? What did Paul say? Where'd it go? Yeah, but they freak out when someone mentions their name during a live stream. Yes! Yes! Oh, how dare you say my name out loud? Are you trying to dox me? But just like Tones said in his newest video that we just watched, these guys, they really are the tyrants, the frauditors. Because even if you're a random person on the street, it doesn't matter who you are. If you do not follow their commands, if you do not follow their directives, If you're just a random person on the street, they will punish you for not doing what they say by pepper spraying you. Or nowadays, they're starting to just flat out beat people up. Started with easy cameras on, then Eli, and then frickin' media. And just randomly beat random people up if they don't like being filmed. You don't like being filmed? Take a beating. But they have the audacity to call the cops tyrants. You don't like being filmed? Pepper spray ya. How about that? But they have the audacity to call other people tyrants. And then when it comes to public employees, because that's just how they treat random people on the street. Public employees, they try to get them fired. They dox them and post their information on the internet. They get them call flooded. You don't do what I say when I say it, you're going to be punished. I'm going to punish you for it. By getting you fired, or by getting you sued, or by getting you disciplined, or by getting you call flooded, or whatever I can do to punish you for not following my commands. Your customers, the people you actually were hired to serve, they don't matter. Only the idiot with the camera matters. These people are horrible, and they are helping to destroy society. They're not increasing freedom. They're increasing fear and stupidity and spreading misinformation all over the internet and making other gullible idiots believe this crap. It's horrible. And it needs to be stopped. I didn't mean to do that, though. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Ain't you the one? All right, guys. This is from yesterday. Or Thursday. This is, yeah. Yeah, yesterday was Thursday. What the hell am I talking about? This is from yesterday. Ladies and gentlemen, if I could get it to go full screen. There we go. Nice buffering. My favorite.
$5 worth on pump 2, please.
There's no car at pump 2.
What? Oh, yeah. We forgot the car.
How'd we get here then?
I think we walked or something.
Oh, yeah.
It just shows to go, yeah. You want to buy gas, you got to bring the car. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let's go get the car.
Wait a second. The car needs gas, butthead.
Oh, yeah. Better go back to the gas station.
Hi. You guys have walked by 6 times. Are you interested in a career at Amatron?
What?
We're opening a new Amatron Fulfillment Center warehouse right here in Highland, and we're hiring warehouse associates.
Yeah, I don't know. It kind of sounds like a job.
The starting pay is $18 an hour.
This job's gonna take an hour?
Forget it.
Plus full benefits.
Whoa. Benefits? Beavis, did you hear that? She wants to give us benefits. Like friends with benefits?
Whoa.
A job with benefits? It's like friends with benefits, but we don't have to pretend to be someone's friend.
Yeah, we just have to pretend to do a job. Yeah.
Well, take it, ma'am.
Yeah, we could do the benefits in the back seat of our car if you want. Oh, wait a minute. We forgot the car.
All right. Hey, there he is. What's up, Sheep Wrangler? Good to see you. What the heck is that avatar? Is that somebody's butt? The hell? That's a weird looking avatar. All right, anyway. Oh boy, love the new Beavis and Butthead show. Great stuff. There's still high quality comedy coming out of those guys. Mike Judge is the man. Yes. Love Mike Judge. Love his comedy. So anyway, let's go to this. Oh, right. Okay. See, I confused myself because remember my next video was going to be the frog, but then the Frauditor troll video had a clip from the frog. So then I'm thinking I already showed it, but I didn't. It was his clip. So blah, blah, blah. Ah. Oh, man. I saw one of those guys sock a girl in the face. One of the Beavis and Butthead? I've seen Beavis and Butthead get beat up by girls. I've never seen them hit a girl before. That I remember. But I mean, there is a lot of episodes. So who knows? Who knows? Anything's possible. Anything's possible. But I'm sure if they ever did hit a girl, that Mike Judge made sure that they got theirs in return. Indeedy weedy. It's Friday and I love you guys. Now let's watch the frog talk about the law stupidity.
Case, this one by Chile. It's plaintiff's reply in support of motion to reconsider motion for preliminary injunction to stay state proceedings, request for judicial notice. Plaintiff Jose Maria de Castro offers the following reply to the opposition memorandum from defendant's ECF number 26 of plaintiff's motion to reconsider order on motion for preliminary injunction. Since plaintiff outlined the legal authority in his original motion, such information may not... Chile, you need to read these before you put them out. That should be may not be reported here, and plaintiff does not intend by its omission from discussion here to concede to any point previously raised related to plaintiff's request for preliminary injunction. In support of this motion, plaintiff submits a memorandum of law, which is fully incorporated herein, records in this action on the oral argument of counsel, if any, and on such other and further evidence as the court might deem proper. Introduction. Plaintiff filed a motion for a preliminary injunction to stay the related state criminal proceedings relating to this action. The motion spelled out how the criminal proceedings were meant to chill plaintiff's First Amendment right and how plaintiff feared excessive force to continue to be used against him if he was jailed. Plaintiff supported this with factual statements and referenced plaintiff's complaint, which included violations of plaintiff's constitutionally protected rights and claims of excessive force, assault and battery. Plaintiff also cited case law establishing that other courts have granted the relief requested. This court, sua sponte, argued younger doctrine reasons to deny plaintiff relief without defendants raising the issue and relying on the incorrect state of any criminal proceedings. Plaintiff filed a motion to reconsider, pointing out the error made by this court when it incorrectly applied the wrong law due to mistakenly assuming that criminal proceedings were pending. Additionally, plaintiff cleared up the confusion of the crimes that he was arrested for, which were misdemeanors and not civil infractions. Misdemeanors which are likely to result in jail time due to the state's zealous prosecution due to their hurt egos, as evidenced by allegations in the complaint and defendant's motions. The hearing on June 13, 2023 ended up being a status check on negotiations that the prosecutor had never reached out to conduct. Plaintiff was later told by his counsel that the offer was, "They want you to plead guilty." The judge continued the negotiation status hearing 14 days so that plaintiff could consider the offer. Plaintiff has still not been arraigned, nor does plaintiff know if an arraignment will occur at the next status check. I hope he knows that we've all seen the hearing. It's available on YouTube at our Nevada judges. Oh, Chile. Memorandum and points and authorities. Defendants continue sanctionable mischaracterizations of plaintiff's filings. Defendants allege that plaintiff has failed to articulate in his reconsideration that there is substantially new evidence present that would require the court's reconsideration, or that the court's decision was clearly erroneous. That is false and is not reflected in plaintiff's filings. Reconsideration 2.2 specifies that the motion is made for clear error. The clear error is described at reference where the court applies the wrong law due to its error in determining the status of the criminal proceedings, even contrary to plaintiff's evidence at motion reference. Additionally, where this is new evidence, Plaintiff's declaration that the action is not pending at the same location in the consideration is relevant. Defendants in reference allege that plaintiff stated that a preliminary hearing was held on June 13, 2023, and that criminal charges are currently pending. That is false and is not reflected in plaintiff's filings. Arguendo, charges pending is not the same as a pending action, because if the charges haven't occurred, then the action isn't pending. However, plaintiff didn't say charges pending. In fact, plaintiff said in his motion at reference, in part, especially as charges have not yet been brought. Defendants continue to allege that charges have already been brought, but they offer no evidence, and it contradicts plaintiff's statements. Plaintiff does also hereby declare that he has not been arraigned or indicted or had any reading of any charges. Defendants argue that plaintiff only makes conclusory statements in his motion, but the motion refers to the complaint and summarizes the tyranny inside, which clearly supports a preliminary injunction. A. Plaintiff raised both new evidence and clear error.
Okay, so real quick, because we're a little less than halfway through this, so I just want to make sure that the Forgiven Jerry, what's up? We were watching a KDZ video earlier where you were there and she mentioned you. So all right, congratulations. Anyway, so before this gets too deep for anyone who hasn't been following along, because a lot of this is hard to understand, especially when it's coming from Chile and it's pseudo legal gobbledygook. So I'm going to put what we've heard so far into layman's terms to kind of help you understand exactly where we're at this point. So basically, what Chile is saying is that you guys are mean because I don't like police is bad and they're mean. And so you need to dismiss my case. And the judge is saying, no. And now, just like Direct D was in the last video, he's going to complain, this in the form of a motion as opposed to just a video where he's call flooding people, but it's the same thing. He's complaining about, well, they're not doing what I tell them to do. They're supposed to make a federal case out of it because he violated my rights by doing his job. And that's the thing. All of these guys think that if a cop even asks for ID, that's a violation of your rights. They violated your rights. We got to go to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court doesn't have time to listen to that. That's because it's stupid and it's frivolous. And then they get mad. How come nobody takes my complaint seriously? Because they're not serious complaints, you idiot. And then they complain even more about nobody takes it serious. That proves that the government doesn't care. Yeah, you're right. They don't care about stupid nonsense. I guarantee you, if there legitimately was a civil rights violation, you would be able to get that taken care of very easily. Because if it was that cut and dried, you'd be able to get the best damn lawyer in the world, because lawyers are constantly chomping at the bit for that kind of a quick, easy win. They love it. High publicity, especially if it's a legitimate civil rights complaint. That's going to put them in the news. That's going to put the name of their firm everywhere. They would love to get their claws into a case like that. But you guys refuse to have lawyers, because the lawyers you do have don't file your stupid motions because you don't have a legitimate case. If you did, the lawyers would be all over it, begging you, please let me take this case. These people are so stupid.
And a reference. B. First hearing has passed and plaintiff's ability to assert his rights remain intact. Raised in an inappropriate manner by defendants at opposition reference. Still, defendants raise a good point. Plaintiff only wishes to stay anything that would interfere with his constitutional rights. If this court were to make an order only staying any jail time, including before trial, then we can let the criminal proceedings continue and stay this action instead under Younger. However, as defendants have made clear, the hearing has passed and they have still not moved to stay the proceedings under Younger. Luckily, plaintiff was not arraigned and held without bail on June 13, 2023, or his rights would have been clearly chilled. Yet the case law that plaintiff cited in his motion and reconsideration both discuss that just the fear of prosecution has a chilling effect on one's rights. C. Irreparable injury will occur to plaintiff and no adequate remedy at law. Defendants say in their opposition that another remedy at law exists and that plaintiff will not suffer irreparable injury if the preliminary injunction is not granted. Defendants do not say what other remedies at law exist, and so that argument is conclusory and should be disregarded. Plaintiff not only alleged irreparable injury in the chilling of their rights, but the chilling of rights is recognized by courts as irreparable harm. It is well established that the deprivation of constitutional rights unquestionably constitutes irreparable injury. A reference. Additionally, if defendants believe that being jailed can be undone, then this court should jail them for a period, as any harm can be repaired. This is getting so stupid. Plaintiff will pay defendant salaries whilst they attend. Sorry. The traditional standards test for a preliminary injunction does include irreparable injury, but not alternative remedies. Another reference. A preliminary injunction is a clear remedy, and it is the court that decides whether irreparable harm will occur, not the defendants. Finally, if reference isn't...
Okay, I'm sorry. I got to stop it again because I got to point this out. Because I hear this so much and it drives me so nuts every time I do. And now we're hearing it again, this time from Chile. Oh, okay. This happened when I was trying to, my most recent attempt at trying to actually have a conversation with one of these douche canoes. The dude was saying, I was talking to, I don't know. I don't remember his name. And even if I did, I don't think I want to give him credit. John Felix, I think, or something like that. Anyway, I was talking to this idiot. And one of the tactics that these guys like to use, and Chile just used it in this paper, is they like to quote things that sometimes they will quote things that they actually are quoting them correctly. And that's always part of the scam, part of the con, part of the game. A big part. Because they pick and choose very carefully. The script has been written over time, and it's very well thought out at this point. Anything to support their narrative is either an actual law that they quote in a way that you can't argue it, but it's not applicable, or they take it completely out of context, or even like Chile did earlier, quoting laws that aren't even laws. They're things that like were proposed and were voted down, but because the piece of paper where the proposal exists, he thinks that counts as a law. Person 1122, can we watch a video of paint drying? Yeah, right. All right. Damn crows. They always get in here. Ah, look out! Dagnabbit. They always do that. Anyway, so the point I'm making is this. They'll say these things like, well, according to such and such law, blah, 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 deprivation of rights and all that, right? In other words, that they'll quote properly. Yes. And then they'll ask you, well, isn't it a violation of this, this, and this for them to violate your civil rights? Now, of course, in that specific case, they're going to quote a law properly. So they're going to ask you that question. That's part of their game. They ask you a question that you have to say yes to because the answer is yes. Yes, of course, if they violate your rights, that's wrong. The problem is, they didn't violate your rights. That's the problem. These guys will always push and push and push and say, well, but see, there's this law right here that says that if you violate my civil rights, you're in trouble, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so what does that have to do with this case? Well, you violated my rights. How? Well, I don't like cops. How did we violate your rights? Well, I don't like cops and one of them touched me. And because I don't like them, that's a violation of my rights. Well, how about people that don't like being filmed? But you film them anyway. Is that a violation of their rights? No. Just because you don't like someone doesn't mean they're violating your rights by interacting with you. Cop said, hey, excuse me, sir, will you take 2 steps back? He violated my First Amendment. No, he didn't. Are you talking? The whole video he's talking. Okay, so he didn't take away your freedom of speech. We've seen the footage, so the whole time he was filming. So they didn't take away your freedom of press. They didn't say anything about God, so they didn't take away your freedom of religion. What right did they violate? Well, they took away my freedom by arresting me. Yes, because you were being a douche canoe and you were interfering with their investigation, which is illegal. Stupid on display.
Convincing. The fact that COVID is running rampant in jails along with plaintiffs' susceptible age should be enough to show irreparable harm. Chile, it's endemic. Then there's a reference. Defendants.
Okay, the timing of that was so because I went right back to it right at that point. So in case you guys didn't notice, that's what it's coming down to now. This is Chile's most recent motion. He just put this to the court yesterday. You can't arrest me. You can't, because you'll be violating my rights because I'll get COVID and die.
Don't argue against irreparable harm, only that it hasn't occurred yet, and defendants don't deny that irreparable harm will occur if plaintiff is jailed. Oh my God, COVID. D. Preliminary injunctions are necessary to maintain the status quo. Defendants argue that a preliminary injunction isn't necessary as plaintiff is unlikely to experience jail time or have his civil rights chilled. Yet defendants argue against the preliminary injunction, which clearly shows that they require that the stay not be implemented for their future plans to jail him. A stay of criminal proceedings will not harm the defendants at all, and plaintiffs meet the good cause standard simply by requesting an injunction to maintain the status quo as done here. Another reference. Additionally, defendants do not argue that the injunction will have any negative impact on them. E. Plaintiff is likely to win on the merits and request for judicial notice. Unlikely, Chile. Plaintiff requests this court to take judicial notice of facts in the next 3 paragraphs under reference. The Las Vegas Police Protective Association, which represents police officers in court for actions when sued officially, has training videos on the right of citizens to record police. The videos are conducted by David Roger, who was the district attorney of Clark County from 2002 to 2014, and he leads the legal team at the LVPPA. One video titled Videotaping Officers, and there's a YouTube reference, says at 1:07, "Don't take the bait. Be legally careful. If they aren't obstructing your investigation, if they're not on top of you, if they're not putting you in danger, but they're merely videotaping you, you have no basis to arrest them. If they aren't obstructing your investigation, then try to ignore them. Chile, you started speaking to the person who'd been pulled over. That is obstructing. Sorry, I'll restart. I understand it's difficult. I understand that sometimes it's a concern. But throughout the country, these people are travelling from city to city, baiting officers by showing up on crime scenes or vehicle stops and videotaping officers. You have an absolute right to tell them to stay out of the immediate area so that they are not a distraction or danger to you. However, if they walk a distance away and they continue videotaping you, there is nothing you can legally do, and if you force the issue and arrest them, you can be sued civilly. But that's not the circumstances here, Chile. This is exactly what happened. No, it's not. See the complaint and plaintiff's own video of the incident at the YouTube reference, where plaintiff walked a distance away and continued videotaping. You didn't just do that, Chile. The officers forced the issue and got sued civilly. I transcribed the foregoing video from LVPPA's website on June 21, 2023, and it is a true and correct copy of a transcription of an LVPPA training video for LVMPD officers published on October 3, 2018. Additionally, the LVPPA provided an even stronger message in an additional video that they published after a reference. Recording of law enforcement activities went into effect. F. Public interest clearly lies in.
Yes. Yes. Yes, Logan. Chile did a whole page on an official court document about you can't because I said so. Yes. Real quick, this is almost done. So I'm gonna finish that up. But then after that, there's something we got to talk about regarding Dick Bag Patrol. Because apparently, I'm assuming it was Chile, but we don't know. But apparently his comments got paused because people said that he was harassing and cyberbullying with his videos. And I'll show you the community post in a minute. But let's finish this up real quick. Ooh, the people who are pro free speech sure hate free speech if you're saying things that are bad about them, don't they?
In the protection of civil liberties. There is no public interest in jailing plaintiff for asserting his civil liberties, and defendants have argued none. The public interest clearly lies in the protection of civil liberties for the plaintiff. And then there's a reference. Plaintiff clearly wins a sliding scale test. Due to the foregoing, plaintiff would clearly win on either side of the sliding scale tests. 1. A likelihood of success on the merits and the possibility of irreparable injury, or 2, serious questions going to the merits and a balance of hardships strongly favouring the plaintiffs. G, where a pro se plaintiff fails to allege elements or make factual allegation, it should be overlooked where those conclusions can be drawn from the facts alleged, and then a reference. Conclusion, plaintiff's motion to stay the criminal proceedings should be granted, whereas civil rights will be chilled without the injunction and in the interest of justice. And there's the usual declaration. I must apologise for falling into fits of laughter with this one. I think it's the best ever. Thanks for watching.
All right. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about, with that Chile being as dumb as a pile of rocks. And it just keeps getting dumber and dumber and dumber. And I know I didn't really cover him much at all for a long time, but it's just like every time for years now, every time he does something that's the dumbest thing you've ever seen anyone do, within a few days he does something even dumber. It's insane. Anyway, I wanted to talk about this. This is from Dickbag Patrol. Great. So sarcastic comments are a danger to the community, but delete laws is able to violate your harmful, dangerous content policy on a regular by being an actual danger to the community. Commenting paused due to protect the community. We've discovered this is Dickbag Patrol because Chile was complaining about him. We discovered that comments you left may violate community guidelines, harassment, and cyberbullying policies. You'll be able to post comments again in 1 day. If you have feedback, let us know. Got it, blah, blah, blah. So, ladies and gentlemen, these big champions of free speech sure hate it when you use your free speech to say something they don't like. No, you can't do that. No, no, no. Horrible, horrible, horrible human beings, if you could even call them that at this point. These guys are bad news. Yeah. Hey, Katie Zed's here. We just played one of your videos. It was one of the ones you did on Chile. And he was with Floyd, who's now Omaha in that video. I noticed you didn't say anything about that, and I was wondering if you knew who News Now Omaha is or was at the time. Anyway, good stuff, good stuff. Propping up your appearance tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow on the Hezokuai and Frauditor News Network, Saturday Night Snafu. Our guest is going to be Katie Zed. It's going to be awesome. Yes, yes, yes. Hey, Rube Maximilian says, happy Friday, all. All right. Good to see you. Yeah, Katie, because, you're going to be our guest tomorrow, so I want to make sure everybody knows who you are and what you're doing and subscribes to your channel and, getting ready for the show tomorrow. Having a good time. Hey, Captain Happy's here. What's up, Captain Happy? I'm curious to see how well trifolds work in prison. Well, they're indestructible. Maybe you could use it to rub on the bar until it dissolves. Oh, my goodness. Yes, Dickbag Patrol is awesome. And so, let's see, what else did I want to get into today? Just trying to decide which one I want to do next. Let's see, how about, no. Oh, dang nabbit. I'm sorry, I keep, oh, wait a minute, what is this? Did I get $10 for Maserati 5000 GT? Good morning, all. Chile. Tay's News Now Voodoo. Oh, no.
No, don't do it. No, man. Just because, hey, listen. Hey, listen, Maserati, man. Look, man. I know that you think, just because you got a nice car. Hey, you got to remember, I'm the pimp, man. I got the nicest car there is. Alright, Hez says I'm gonna get twice the tasing if I lie about my car again. Alright, fine, it's a 1974 Pinto. So what? Dag nabbit, I got a new flywheel. It ain't gonna kill nobody. Anyway, thanks a lot, douche canoe. I don't like
Thank you all so very, very much. I love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. Best fans in the world. Best fans in the world. You're the best fans in the world. You're the best fans in the world. I love you guys so very much. You're the best fans in the world. Hey, you know what? Speaking of Cupcake being my guest tomorrow, she's got a video that she just put out yesterday. And so let's go ahead and check it out. It's older. It's Brooklyn Audits, but dagnabbit, it's Cupcake, and she deserves recognition because she's awesome. So let's go ahead and check out this new Frauditors News Network video, shall we?
Also known as Brooklyn Audit, gets hilariously thrown out of yet another police station and then proceeds to have a childish tantrum about being let in. But eventually, he is forced to tuck his tail between his little legs
Oh, no. Hello. Highway Star says, Voodoo, you're driving a Pinto? You need another tasing just for that.
Oh, dagnabbit, Highway Star! I always knew you'd hate my car because all day long you think you're slick, but you ain't nothing but a great big ow! Ow! Ouch! Oh, yeah! The Backstreet Boys rule! BST, baby! BST!
Oh, my goodness gracious me. Hey, the 71 Pinto blowout was a good car. Blowabout, yes. Better a tasing than a rear end crash. That's a death sentence. Yeah, but he said he's driving a 74 Pinto. I don't know, man. All right, so real life story. When that whole thing was going down, that was my brother's first car. And as soon as we found out what was going on and realized why he was able to get it so cheap, we got rid of that sucker real fast. Blackheart Night for $2. News Now Voodoo. Your alien friends want you tased for the car. Oh no, another auto tasing from Blackheart Night. Let's go.
I'm still hurting from the last one, man. You guys are so mean to me. Just because I'm an evil, heartless, soulless piece of human garbage that likes to treat people like crap, and it makes me happy to make you sad, and that little punk kid who thinks that just because he's my son I need to take care of him. Let him burn! All of them! Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, thank you. Oh. That dude's trying to mess me up.
Sorry. I gotta literally put a gag on him, man. Not a gag order, but a literal gag. Your choice. Happy dancer, tase voodoo, or mute yourself. All right, I'll go. All right. Oh, yes. It's the Pontiac Fiero. That's what I'm talking about. Where's muted voodoo when we needed him? All right. No, that was all right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Cupcake. Come on, Midge. Let's go. What's up with the buffering?
But eventually he is forced to tuck his tail between his little legs and go do the walk of shame here in the Frauditor zone.
Damn, we're back at the 6-8.
What's up, buddy?
Do you know what a complaint forms are?
You need to
trying to get a
you just come
complaint
outside,
form.
you
They're
can't
supposed to
record
be
in
right
here.
here, though.
Can we just come outside? You can't record in here.
Why? I'm in the lobby.
No, you can't. You gotta come outside. You gotta come outside.
Wait, don't, please
No,
don't
you
put your
gotta
hands
turn the
on
phone.
me.
You gotta
But
go
please don't put
outside.
your hands on me.
You gotta go
Why?
outside.
I'm not doing nothing wrong.
You can record outside all you want.
But why? I'm not breaking no law. What's the matter with you?
I'm not arrest. You can't record them and put them online.
I don't see no kid in here. Can you please stop touching me? All right, but I'm here for a complaint form. But am I breaking the law? I'm not breaking the law.
can't record in here.
I'm in the lobby.
You can't record.
That's past the door, though. That's past the door. But I'm not doing nothing wrong. I'm trying to come for a complaint form. They're supposed to be in that rack.
We'll gladly help you.
Why you keep pushing me, though? Why you keep touching me?
Nobody's touching you.
All right, I'm not even in his way. I wasn't even in his way, though. But damn, I'm allowed to be in the lobby.
No,
This is the
you
lobby.
can't record in here.
You're allowed to be in the lobby if you're not recording. But
Exactly.
you're recording.
But I'm allowed to be in the lobby recording. You know I am.
You can record outside all you want.
Why? What do I gotta leave for? I'm not doing nothing
You
wrong.
can't
I'm
record
not-
in here.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Why? It's a law?
Yes, it's a law.
It's against the law?
You can't record in the police
So what? You're
facility.
gonna arrest me if I don't leave?
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna arrest
You
me
have to
if I
turn the
leave.
camera off.
So what's your badge number?
11833.
So you're trying to arrest me if I don't leave?
It's a crime.
I'm asking you a question. Is you trying to arrest me?
If you turn your phone off, it's fine. You can be in here.
Can you
It's a
answer the
policy. It's our
question?
policy. Come on.
What's the
So
crime?
you're gonna try to arrest me if I don't leave right now?
If you record,
Yes or no?
I'm telling
It's
you
a
what's
yes or
going
no
on.
question.
What?
You're threatening to arrest me
No,
if I
I'm
don't
telling
leave?
you, if you record in this facility, it's a crime.
How
You're
is
more
it a
than welcome to
crime?
record outside.
How is it a crime? What am I breaking? What crime am I breaking?
Back up. You need a complaint form?
What crime am I breaking?
It's trespass.
At this point, although it's hard to tell, he did back up out of the lobby and is standing right by the doorway. He sure does live dangerously.
That's not trespass. No, it's not.
Okay.
You can't trespass me in a public building. You know
You
that,
cannot
right?
record in this facility.
Yes, I can. It's
No,
a
you
public
can't.
building. Isn't this a public building?
Yes, it is. But you can't.
And
record.
and
It's
who-
our policy, and it's the sign is right there warning you can't.
All right,
record in
but
a-
does policy trump the law? I mean, I'm here to exercise my rights, and I'm here to get a complaint form. I'm here for a business, though.
We have people at the window. We have complaints.
Where?
that
There's
don't wanna
nobody
be
there.
recorded.
I'm not
You don't see
recording them.
people?
Did you see me recording them?
Cameras, look where it's facing.
Now it's facing you guys because you guys approached me. I'm not even bothering you guys. I was actually quiet though. But why was you trying to arrest me? Can I get your business card? Because I want to run your name too though. But why are you trying to arrest me though? If I walk inside the lobby, this is a lobby. A lobby is open to the public. You know that it's open to the public. I'm allowed to record in here. So
Not
can I
in
step
here.
back
No,
in
you're
here and
not.
get my complaint form?
We'll get you the complaint form. There's no complaint form. This
But
is
why
just
can't the
newspaper.
complaint forms be
It's
on this
like
rack?
This is the newspaper.
Why are you
The complaint
shaking?
reports are in the
You're
back.
shaking a little bit. Nervous? No, the complaint form's got to be on the rack.
Okay, but it's usually inside, and you
Can
can't
we
go
can we
inside
have
and
the
record.
no? The complaint forms are supposed to be on the rack, open to the public. You know that.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Come on, why are you being like that? Can I have your business card too? And I want his business card because he has his body camera on. I'm gonna FOIA request that too. 23832. Yeah. You guys are violating me, bro. I'm not even breaking no law. You know that's not a law. 140-20. What are you gonna hit me with? 140-20?
No, they wouldn't charge you with 140-20 because that's for burglary in the third degree. You would be charged under 140.05, which is trespass, that states a person is guilty of trespass when he knowingly enters or remains unlawfully in or upon premises. The term enter or remain unlawfully is defined as a person that enters or remains unlawfully in or upon premises when he is not licensed or privileged to do so. A person who, regardless of his intent, enters or remains in or upon premises which are at the time open to the public does so with license and privilege unless he defies a lawful order not to enter or remain, personally communicated to him by the owner of such premises or other authorized person. Although I'm no law scholar or frauditor, which is someone who thinks he's a law scholar because he heard it from another frauditor, my take on this is that you can be trespassed from a public lobby.
Is that what it is?
I don't know. So what
You
are
know
here
what
for?
trespassing is? What's
Can we ask
trespassing?
you what you're here for?
I'm here to conduct business.
What kind of business do you need here?
A complaint form.
A complaint form for what?
Yes. You know what time, place, and matter means? I'm here to conduct my business.
Okay,
I'm
but
here
what do
for
you
a
need a complaint
reason
form for?
to make a complaint against an officer.
Okay, then I'll get that for you. Just
That's
stay
what I
right
mean.
here.
So I'm allowed to stand here and fill out my form. This is why I record, because you guys come out and want to be all like Look at you. You got 3 guys with guns, and I'm only with a camera. I got no ill will. You guys know I got no weapons on me. Why you gotta come out like this for?
I don't know you.
Come on, bro.
I don't know you.
You know
Did I ever
me.
meet you before?
No,
How do I know you
but
don't
do I
have a
look like
weapon
I'm a threat? All right, so you want to see my waist? Look, I got no weapons. See, I just lifted up. All right, so I got no weapons. So can I step back inside of the lobby? Why? Why are you touching me?
Because.
Dude, I'm not breaking the law. You know there's no law here. You know that, right?
It's our policy.
So under 14-189, I'm not allowed to record the police?
According to 14-189, which is the right to record police activities, it states that a person may record police activities and maintain custody and control of any such recording and of any property or instruments used in such recording. Nothing in this chapter shall be construed to permit a person to engage in actions that physically interfere with an official and lawful police function, or to prevent the seizure of any property or instruments used in a recording of police activities where the seizure is otherwise authorized by law, or to prohibit any officer from enforcing any other provision of law. Again, I'm no law scholar or frauditor, but I believe the last part means that the right to record police activities does not trump all other laws. And speaking of time, place, and manner, there's that pesky term that frauditors hate and ignore, called non-public forum. So the place is a non-public forum, which gives the precinct the legal right to make their own policy to not allow recording. And 14-189 cannot overrule it. But let me know if you think it has a different meaning.
I'll see you like next week.
So 14-189, I'm not allowed to record the police? You know that.
Nobody's telling you not to record.
Exactly. So that's
But
what I'm
you're
doing too.
citizens
I'm here to
that
do
are
business, but I'm also recording you for my business because you guys were gonna violate me. You guys, he was just about to lock me up, the other guy. Yes, he was. He goes, "Yo, if you don't leave, I'm gonna arrest you." So what are you gonna arrest me for if I come back in the lobby for? What are you gonna arrest me? Trespassing, 140-20? You know how many of those cases I beat?
Okay, that's fine.
I know.
Well, I don't consider getting a case dismissed as being the same as beating it. He wasn't found not guilty. But either way, if he's so confident that he could beat any future arrest, why is he still on the outside looking in, trying to convince the officers to let him in?
But that's what I'm saying. You can't arrest me for trespassing in the lobby. So let me.
Can't record inside the
But let me sit over there and fill out my complaint
Okay,
form.
then you gotta turn off your camera.
Why do I gotta turn off my camera? This is for my protection. You're recording me for your protection, right? You're recording me for your protection, right? You guys are recording for your protection.
Recording you for your protection.
But this is my protection. No, every time I FOIA request it, I never get the cameras.
So he spends over 20 minutes whining and complaining and trying to get the officers to let him in, to no avail. So he finally gives up for the moment because he knows he's making a fool of himself and the police are laughing at him.
Look at this. The 6'8", man. Won't even let you come in here and fill out your form. See what I'm saying? And they're all standing there laughing. Look at them.
Good. If there's anyone who needs to be laughed at, it's Brooklyn Audits. There's the definition of a butterbrain jackwagon douche canoe.
Driving around with an expired inspection and a expired registration for a year? Whose car is that? Do you know? You don't know? Can we give it a ticket? You have a ticket book inside, right?
I don't have it with me, no.
Come on. Can you go get one? Can you give it to me and I'll do it?
You can't do that.
Can I show you the car?
I'm looking at it right now.
All right. Can I show you the paper?
I have to stay here.
Why are you scared of me, bro? You look scared. All right, there's other cops in there. I want to show you.
Different job. My job is to stay out here.
All right, so what do you do when you see the expired inspection and the registration? What do you usually do when you see that on the car?
With a ticket.
So we got one right there. Do we give it a ticket?
I don't have any.
Yes, you do.
Not with me, no.
That's a lie. You're a precinct. You're an NYPD precinct. You don't have no tickets in this whole precinct.
They have to belong to me.
You're giving me a song and a dance here, bro. You know you are. You're lying too. You know you're lying. I can see that you're lying to me.
If you think I'm lying, then you think
Why
I'm
can't you
lying.
give the car a ticket?
I don't have to.
Yes, you do.
I use discretion.
So you don't have to give that car a ticket for having an expired registration and an inspection? You don't have to?
It's my discretion.
But I'm asking you to. As a citizen to a peace officer, you're a peace officer, right?
Mm-hmm.
You work for the government. You work for the people, right? You're a government worker, but you work for the people, right?
Sure, yeah.
Sure, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, you're a funny guy now, I see. You're a funny guy. Let's go exercise you. Come on. Let's go exercise you. Come on.
You can ask him from right here. You just can't come in.
Come on. Let me in. I want to tell him about it now.
You can come in.
Because you're being funny. You're not being cordial with me. You're trying to laugh. You're trying to smirk. You're trying to be a little funny guy now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're like a little spider. Why don't you get out of my way and let me talk to the sergeant?
You know what? I don't know if you guys have been following the Brooklyn Audits tale lately, but this video is a little bit older. He has a new thing now. So first of all, now they're like a gang. It is like, I mean, Eli has his videos, Cass has his videos, Easy Cameras On has his videos, and Brooklyn Audits has his videos, but they get together as a gang much more often now. And they go in groups to harass large groups of cops and, you know, swear at them and call them names and basically cause all kinds of a ruckus that they should be knocked out for, but whatever. But Brooklyn's new thing now is, and I don't know what made him decide to start doing this. I can only conjecture at this point. But I think it's because ultimately Easy Cameras On is starting to beat people up. Eli's starting to beat people up. And he's just stealing oranges. So, like, he's the baby in the group. He has to do something to prove he's a manly man. So now he's got a dog. He needs a helper animal. So now when he goes out and he does his audits, he brings his dog with him. And he's got the big helper animal thing on there so he could go into buildings with the dog and stuff. I don't buy it for a second. I think he just bought that thing and put it on a dog. And I mean, like, because I've heard him talk about it and saying, like, a lot of these people are saying they got a problem with me bringing the dog with me. And I don't understand. Well, what's wrong with me walking my dog and filming while I'm walking the dog? It's like, okay. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, now you need this dog to go with you everywhere you go. The reason why, at least for me, I don't like the idea of him bringing the dog on his audits is if he does get arrested, if something does happen, what happens to the dog? Dog's SOL? And if he's just using the dog to intimidate people, because, you know, now Eli's intimidating people by beating them up, and, you know, Easy Cameras On is intimidating by people beating them up, but nobody's intimidated by Brooklyn Audits just because he's an idiot. So now he's got to carry this dog around to be intimidating, I guess. I don't know. It's called a harness, and they're not required for service animals. No, but that's the thing. It specifically says service animal on the harness that he uses. That's my point. Like, I know what a harness is. I got a harness for my dog. I just couldn't think of the word at the time, though. Thank you. But yeah, it's not that it's required, but he has service animal written on the harness on his dog. That's my point. What I'm saying is, because it's Brooklyn Audits, I don't believe that he actually got himself a legitimate service animal. I think that he's just trying to make it look like that as an excuse to try and intimidate people because he's got a dog. What is this? I'm so glad that I'm educated. Gee, thanks. Am I in a class? Am I getting a grade? You're not a teacher. You're not. Frauditors, stop educating people. Yes, the only thing they're educating people of is that people hate frauditors. They're learning to hate them more and more every day. That's the education.
You can come in.
Because you know you can't arrest me. You arrest me, you're gonna lose your whole job and everything. Trust me when I tell you this. You are. Like, you want to see? Watch. I'll show you. I'll show you all the business cards. You see all the business cards I talk to, all these cops? Yeah. You know how many are getting sued right now? You really want to get sued, bro? You don't want to get sued. Trust me when I tell you.
What a liar. He hasn't sued anyone, and if he did, he would just lose. So no one is afraid of his petty little threat. Anyway, he spends the next half hour making a total fool of himself, acting like a clown, standing there like the pathetic lost soul that he is, until he finally gives up. So let's now just go straight to the wonderful walk of shame.
Well, everybody hit the thumbs up. I'm gonna get out of here. I don't want this live to go over 2 hours. I'm not gonna be here all night. Sarge is a good cop, but you know what? He could do something about it. He could have definitely given it a ticket. He could have did something. I like the guy. He's being professional. He's trying his job. He's trying to be professional because he sees it on camera. But at the end of the day, he could do something about this. Because again, he said it. For the record, this car would get towed. Look at the registration. 1722. Inspection expired in January 2022. It's okay though, because it's NYPD, guys, you know? Remember that 68 precinct, dirty as hell. I'll catch you on the next one. Make sure you hit that bell. You never know. As I'm riding around, I might just go live again. I'm going to cruise through Bay Ridge. I'm going to see what's going on. Hit that bell. I appreciate everyone being here. Shout out to Canada. I hope Canada's doing well with the fire going on. I hope everyone's safe out there. I love you all. I appreciate everyone being here. Hit the thumbs up. I love you guys. I ain't going nowhere. Again, remember, they're going to need a fucking army to take me out, pal. I ain't going nowhere. Cheers, everyone.
If you liked this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. It's now time to cool down from the Frauditor zone. The link to the cool down video is right above, and the link to my entire new cool down channel is in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it and hit the like button. Good night.
All right. Gotta love a good cupcake video, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, the Brooklyn Audits is such a butterbrain douche canoe. He's so horrible. All of those guys out in New York are terrible. They barely even know how to speak English. They all sound like when they talk, it's like you're listening to a bad Hollywood version of a street thug. But that's how they actually talk. It's kind of scary, you know? Like seriously, like their entire vocabulary is swear words and the N-word and you heard and my peeps. That's all they know how to say. Anyway, I got another one that I wanted to show to all y'all, just so that you know. I'm gonna show another video, and it's gonna be good, I guarantee. You won't believe how happy you're gonna be when you see the one, the only, ladies and gentlemen, Dummy Kruger.
Welcome to the Dummy Kruger channel, everyone. Today's video once again takes us to the Jefferson County Court Complex located in Watertown, New York, to finally bring a long-awaited update on First Amendment Auditor, Upstate New York Audits, who I admiringly refer to as the Sticker Pimp. This past winter, the Sticker Pimp gained sudden prominence following his involvement in a physical altercation at the John Hoover Inn in Evans Mills, New York. Ever since that fateful day, the Sticker Pimp's life has been turned upside down by his own actions and a group of citizens from Evans Mills, New York.
I'll be back. I'll be back. There'll be more next time. There'll be 10 of us. 10 of us. Listen. Peck Street. Come over to Peck Street.
After issuing a threat to this group of men and women, stating his intention to return with 10 individuals, he made the ill-advised choice of inviting them to his residence. Unsurprisingly, one of the patrons accepted the invitation, leading him to tell his viewers the following.
So I just want to tell you guys what's up. So you guys are all well aware of the situation here. I'm not gonna go down there and mess with the cop right now with what all happened. Well, I just wanted to come out and let you guys know what's up. Caught 2 felony charges. After the 2 hours I spent here, the man showed up at my house
where I live streamed him showing up, you know, the whole incident. It didn't really catch us fighting or whatever you want to put it as, allegedly. But I caught 2 felonies because of it for protecting my home. You know, I was on my own property. He came to my house and came onto my property. So I caught a 2nd-degree assault and a criminal possession of a weapon. They were saying I hit him with a weapon. I did have a hockey stick in my hand, you know, in the video.
He does come here a lot,
If
actually.
anyone has been following the Sticker Pimp over the past few months, you've probably come to realize that sometimes he has issues with the truth, like when he said the following.
But I did not hit him with it. Absolutely did not. They're lying on their statements and stuff, so we'll catch up all that.
As it turns out, he did strike a man with his hockey stick. We know this because of the paperwork I'm about to go over says exactly that. The Sticker Pimp was originally charged for assault in the 2nd degree with intent and a weapon that caused physical injury, and criminal possession of a weapon in the 3rd degree, both Class D felonies. He pled these charges down on Wednesday, June 20th to attempted assault in the 2nd degree and attempted possession of a weapon, both Class E felonies. In New York, attempted assault in the 2nd degree is a criminal offense defined under the New York penal law. It occurs when a person intends to cause physical injury to another person and takes a substantial step towards carrying out that intent, but ultimately fails to cause injury. The specific elements required for a charge of attempted assault in the 2nd degree include intent. The individual must have the intent to cause physical injury to another person. The individual must have taken a substantial step towards causing that physical injury. This means that they must have engaged in some action or conduct that demonstrates their intent to carry out the assault. Despite taking a substantial step towards the assault, the individual must have failed to cause physical injury to the other person. The victim in question did receive staples in his head and had to spend some time at the hospital, but I suppose to reach this plea deal, they looked over that fact. As for imprisonment, the maximum term of imprisonment for a Class E felony in New York is generally up to 4 years. In addition to imprisonment, there may be fines imposed as part of the sentence. The specific amount of the fine can vary depending on the judge's discretion and other factors. It is important to note that the above penalties are general guidelines, and the actual sentence can be influenced by various factors, including the defendant's criminal history, the severity of the intended harm, and any mitigating and aggravating circumstances. As far as the attempted possession of a weapon, the person must have the intent to possess a weapon such as a firearm, gravity knife, switchblade, or any specific dangerous instruments, like a hockey stick. The person must have taken a substantial step towards possessing the weapon. This means that they must have engaged in some action or conduct that demonstrates their intent to obtain or control the weapon. And the last one's a little interesting. The person must be legally prohibited from possessing the weapon. This can include being convicted of a felony, being subject to an order of protection, or having a prior conviction for a specified offense. The DA and the Sticker Pimp agreed the defendant intentionally attempted to cause physical injury to the victim by striking the victim multiple times with a field hockey stick, a dangerous instrument. As for the possession, the Sticker Pimp and the DA agreed that he attempted to possess a field hockey stick, a dangerous instrument, with the intent to use the same unlawfully against the victim. When speaking with the Sticker Pimp today, he told me that his sentence includes a lifetime protection order against the Sticker Pimp for the victim, a $450 restitution fine, and 1.5 to 3 years in prison, possibly receiving less time with good behavior. He will be turning himself in on September 21st of this year. Before we leave, let's take a minute to let the Sticker Pimp take us out with a few words from his live stream today.
I'm sweating. I sweat like crazy. I need to get rid of my boobies, my titties, and be a t-shirt, no t-shirt guy, you know? I caught crabs once. I've had crabs a few times. Holy fuck. The only reason I'm even in this much trouble is because I have a prior felony that's 10 years old that they had the option of using. Yes, Katie, it's for the hockey stick thing. Yes, I did hit him. The man has staples. I overreacted. And shit happens. I just put that joint in my mouth the wrong way. Backwards. You do the crime, you do the time, right, Doc? Or do you not believe in that? Nice shoes. Yeah, I had to put my shoes on today. I was going to go barefoot, but I don't know who Tube Sock is, but I appreciate all the $2 donations all the time. Like I said, people watch too many damn movies about jail and prison and think that it's all, you know, bullshit and blah, 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 blah. I'm a fucking grown-ass man. The guy came to my house threatening me and my family, so we handled it. That's it. It's that simple. Did I overreact? Yes. If these people did not start these problems, they would not be on my channel. My channel would not be what it is today. I would not be going to prison. Do you understand that at least? Are you smart enough to listen to that statement? My reaction was only to their reaction. Never seen me go anywhere else and say bad words to anybody randomly, just trying to cause problems anywhere else. One time, like, you know, like what, you know, blah, blah, blah. There's no drama. There's no confrontation. That's grown men handling it. The people who put themselves on my camera. You act like I've ever actually once been out there recording somebody. You don't even make no sense, man. I caught crabs once. I've had crabs a few times.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Love Dummy Kruger. He's great. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've been here almost 3 hours. It's still storming out here, so I think I'm going to wrap it up. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, that tomorrow on the Saturday night snafu, our guest is going to be the one and only Katie Zed. And then on July 1st, our guest is going to be the Welsh News Network. We're going to have Dan Anteca here, and then on July 8th, Debo's Nation. And then on July 15th, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Mandy 777 is going to be our guest. That's fact, that's fact. July 22nd, Mark the Sarcastic Law Student. And on Saturday, July 29th, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Hezokuai and Frauditor News Network present on the Saturday Night Snafu, Mrs. Schrodinger's Dad! August 5th, we're going to have Frauditor Roundup. August 12th, the one and only Dick Bag Patrol is going to be a guest on our show. August 19th, Darth Nader, formerly the Mystery Shop Sit Theater. August 26th, our man, Frauditor Ram. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, September 2nd, our guest is going to be Eddie Kruger himself. We got a lot of great shows to look forward to. A lot of great stuff coming up in the near future. Love you guys so much. Best fans in the world. Thank you all for coming on once again. And like the Elvis Gnome always says, yay. Yeah, I love you guys. I'm also good. And where the frick is my cursor? There it is. Goodbye. Love you guys. Thank you for joining us.
Welcome to the ciabatta zone. Don't do drugs or something.
Hey, Butthead. Look, I made my own costume. Check it out.
What the hell are you supposed to be, dumbass?
I'm like pizza.
You can't just stand in front of Burger World dressed as pizza.
Yes, I can. Welcome to the pizza. Wait, the pizza world of ciabatta. Wait, what is it again? This is like pepperoni, and this is a sausage or something, and the cone is something else they put on pizza. I don't know, it's like fruit or something. Yeah, welcome, ciabatta pizza.
Yeah, we don't have any change.
Yeah, this sucks.
Pizza sucks. Welcome to the ciabatta zone.
Hey, man, did you touch Angela Detil's butt yesterday with that dumbass glove?
Yeah, I sure did.
Well, her boyfriend's on his way here to kick your ass.
Really?
Welcome to pizza. You know what a zone is?
Beavis, I've decided to let you wear the hamburger costume.
Oh, really, Butthead? You're gonna let me wear the hamburger? For real?
Yes, Beavis. I know you've wanted this for a long time. Now hurry up and put it on as fast as you can before I change my mind.
Whoa. Yeah. Yeah, this is pretty cool, yeah. I'm in the ciabatta zone.
Keep it on for a long time.
Hey, you. Where's that hamburger man?
He's right that way, sir.
Hey, hamburger man!
Welcome to the ciabatta zone.
Touch your butt, man!
Want to take a picture? Hey, wait a second. I think he's kicking my ass.
This is what you get.
Butthead, help! Hey, can't see. Is that a chick? Hey, cut it out! Hey! Ow! Hey.
How do you like
Ow!
You wanted to be the hamburger, and I wanted to see you get your ass kicked. Everyone wins.
Pretty cool, yeah.
It was a great day.
Yeah, sure was, yeah. And some guy said he's gonna send the video to World Star, yeah. Not too bad, yeah.
Not bad at all.
I miss when this couch had cushions, though, you know.
I'll kick your ass about that another time, Beavis.